All started a very long time ago.
In a galaxy far, far away.
Back before we were in Kazakh, Greg. But that's where the really important stuff starts. So that's where our recap's going to begin. We met a Nova Star professor and added a new party member, which I don't remember her name of because I didn't write it down. However,
Tyra,
she stole
Tyra.
Grundy's hammer. We tracked him down, how to fight a polar bear and a bunch of basilisks. The artificer had a list of magical items that he's hunting for that are crafted by Moradin, who's some dwarven guy who's ascended to godhood. There's an artifact list, blah blah blah, a bunch of loot. When he was confronted, the gnome confessed to having dreams and then turned out to be possessed, shouting out, "Do not meddle to us," and he passed out. Next session, we returned to Kazakh Drag, taking the gnome with us to the Great Temple, presented to the priestess there. As she drove out, we tried to possess the gnome, we were attacked by demonic creatures, and the gnome died. Yeah. He told us, though, that his research was hidden beneath the parade somewhere in a secret archive. Next session, the end of the time of Shadow and Ice. We attempted the boots then. We also spent the library in the temple. We spent some time reading in there about Ragnarok and stuff like that, and dwarven cheese, like that as well. Next session, High Priestess tells us to look for a dwarf chancellor. In the loot, Prince Dane's calling to have him appointed king in the presence of Grundy's hammer. One's cudgel makes him upset. Chancellor tells the rumor that the king is cursed because it turns his back on tradition. And there was a distraction by a mad prophet, by some weirdo.
Some nondescript weirdo.
Talking to a high priest. She has learned about a phylactery that maybe will remove the soul scepter, which is what apparently kills off people who get possessed. We think the king has been possessed, and so we need this phylactery so we can cure him. We had to flee Kazakh Drag to Barad after someone got attacked with his hand. And we met with Vani there, and she has some sort of quest to find people in the city for Sparrow. Where we are today.
That's fine. Okay.
Very good.
Excellent.
So, jump cut after a restful night for Grundy, but only Grundy, as the rest of the party had gone into some rather extreme shenanigans. In which Vani may or may not have become brain dead and sobbed herself to quasi-sleep in the hallway all alone. You guys wake up to the smell of what I assume would be Professor Copper making a delightful Baradian breakfast. But yeah.
I don't make it myself. Also, you have an audience behind you, Chad. They're making fun of you. They're mocking you.
Dun, 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 dun.
I can't see them.
That's probably good.
Yeah. Well.
Chad, can you see me?
I can't see anyone.
We're going to grind. I'm going.
Oh, there.
Alright.
Very good.
Later, bro.
Hey, you be fun and stay safe.
Wait, you're going
Stay
on
safe.
I wanna go.
Stay safe.
Stay safe.
You see?
Kids.
See? Make good choices. See, man.
Meh.
Use protection. Right.
Back in my day.
Back in my day, we didn't have condoms.
You see?
Sorry, won't go into that.
But,
so I'm assuming y'all, we all, as in wall, so wall, okay? Right?
Yep.
We can
Yep.
Yeah.
This
get
is your game, your world, your life. Take control. Do what you
Alright.
want.
I'm waking up. Yawn.
Put my flip-flops on. I just walk out towards wherever Copper is cooking dinner, or whoever's cooking dinner, breakfast.
Yeah.
I mean,
Breakfast at this point.
yeah.
Breakfast.
What does your kitchen look like, Copper?
Yeah.
It's rather large compared to the rest of the house. Nice large stove. Takes up part of a wall. It's not quite as nice as a halfling kitchen would be, but it is comfortable. Lots of sitting areas, high stools, well, high for gnomes, which means they're about average for other people.
Do you have like a U-sized chair and table in the corner for just like you? Or like...
My ceilings are roughly 3 feet shorter than the standard house.
So do I like hit my head on it?
Ulrich
3
definitely
feet shorter than
would.
the average huge house.
Yeah.
I mean, No, I wouldn't hit my head
You
on it.
probably have to duck through my doorways.
Alright, that's fair.
But the house was originally built by humans, so
Alright, cool.
Yeah.
it was simply remodeled.
You just whacked 3 feet off of the walls and just let the ceiling fall on top of it.
Do that.
Yeah, I know. I believe it.
Well, I walk out and try to sit on one of the stools.
Wait, am I 40 now? Oh my god, Bonnie's like 40. No, she's...
Good morning, Ulrich.
Morning, Copper. What do you have cooking for us?
Some griddle cakes. Some bacon left in my cupboards, so cooked that as well, salted bacon.
Oh,
Not
that
very
sounds
for
good.
fresh stuff, but it'll do.
Yeah.
And someone down to the shops
Bonnie
later.
stumbles into the kitchen with
Yeah, I think I'll need a...
pajamas
Oh,
on
sorry.
and her hood up. Just
Pajamas.
half, like, mostly asleep. Just sits down next to Ulrich and kind of just, like, leans on him and keeps sleeping. Morning.
Out earlier this morning, he said he had a few errands to run.
Hmm?
I suppose
Sorry,
it's
who
time
went
for us. Aethys.
Okay.
Oh. Where's Grandy?
Still
I would expect Grundy is still in bed.
Should we go wake him up?
Yeah, and
What?
Grundy, Grundy, you actually kind of had a bit of a restless night. Like, recent events haven't really been sitting super well with you. And the recent kind of the re-shining of you for Hold is like exactly the opposite of the reaction you wanted when you went back to Cause of Drag. But yeah, you don't have any supernatural dreams or anything. But
Wait,
and right about then, you hear a knock on your door.
Grandy!
I go to open it.
I go to wake up Grandy.
This is outside. Okay.
Oh no, sorry. I meant Grundy heard a knock on his bedroom
His door.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
sorry.
that? Wait, is that me or is it someone else?
Yeah, I assumed it was Vonnie. Sorry.
Okay, yeah, because I'm like, oh wait, no, there's a knock. Okay, I go to wake up Grandy. Grandy, wake up! I'm just gonna like put my head against the door and just like knock again. Put some clothes on. Open the door. Is he just like laying on the floor, passed out?
Yeah, it's like most people sleep under the covers. Grundy's covers are like all over the room, and he's kind of like half naked, and his trunks are pulled down just enough for you to see like a golden thong peeking out from under.
Oh, sweet Bonnie. Oh,
I tap him
you
on the
smell
shoulder.
like cheese.
I kick him, I tap him, I like nudge him on the shoulder with my foot.
Okay.
Grundy! Morning! Rise and shine!
Don't you never know to wake a sleeping dwarf?
I've never woken a sleeping dwarf.
Well, now you know.
What do I know?
I groggily just walk past in my underwear and go downstairs.
Put some clothes. Okay.
All right. You shamble downstairs.
My
Um,
pajama hood back up.
Kind of blow some mucus out of your nose onto the staircase. Keep walking down. You can start to smell
That's
like
a
the
lovely picture.
yeah. You can start to smell breakfast cooking. Aethys, you return, or you guys hear a knock on the front door. This time it's Aethys as he enters from his little jaunt around the town.
See,
Morning!
God, I was trying to do that so we had an excuse when he actually did come back.
It was a good one.
Good plotting. Good thought planning. So, what's the plan, gentlemen?
Oh, we've kind of got a list of things to do now.
Copper, darling, you don't happen to have any coffee or something, would you?
An academic's house with coffee in it? Oh, about it. Yes. Third cupboard on the right.
Ah, thank you. Bonnie starts to do that. Would anyone like some? Or was it just me? You know what?
I guess no.
Just no.
I'll pass on the shite water.
It's not.
But yes, we should probably be making our plans for the.
Well, what do we need to accomplish? What's the list?
You have your job
You.
doing this, whatever character it is.
Was there a name given?
Yes, Jaina Iris. You weren't given too much more detail than that, though.
Okay, I'm reading the letter
Wait.
right now.
What do we need her for?
It's a kind of. It's a letter I received. It's the reason why I came back to Barad.
Did you share that with the rest of the people?
Did I?
I think you did.
Yeah, she did.
I
Oh,
didn't
okay.
write it down.
If not, I can read it.
Okay.
I figured she would write her details down though, so I didn't do that.
Yeah.
Want me to read it again?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a good idea.
Go
Okay.
for it.
Hello.
If you can read it.
I'm so happy to hear everything is going well for you in recent months. New husband and a new baby girl. Probably the greatest haul any of us could hope for. I can't imagine how restless your bow arm must be. That being said, if you're in the market, I might have a gig for you and the old crew. No great treasure, I'm afraid, but I do need someone to find something I've lost. Consider this a repayment for all the times I've saved your ass. My contact in Barad has gone silent, very unlike her. She's a talented sorceress and a dear friend, but I can't help think she's in danger. I know you've been out of the game for a while now, and I understand if you've decided to leave the thrill of the hunt behind, but if not, look for Jaina Iris in Old Town. P.S. I never let good work go without good pay. Thomas
Spirel.
Spirel.
Spirel. Spirel.
Well,
Huh.
I mean, we can do a quick scry, but I don't know if it'll work.
It might be worth it, but in a city of wizards, most people value their privacy.
Well, she's a talented sorceress, so I'm assuming she has some boundary set up for that.
It's worth a try at least.
Fair enough.
To find this Jaina Iris. Iris.
Like the flower or the
Iris.
part of the eye. The iris.
Secret archive.
Yeah, the hidden library.
Easiest. And
Oh, well, is
our
this the
key
one?
is to find. Who was it? The High Madness and the Septum.
Okay. And are those things going to be in the... So I see that I wrote down the hidden library. What is the septum again?
It's a person, an individual, or something like that.
It's different.
One of the two people who would know about this archive.
Oh, I see. So we have to find the septum or the high magus to find the hidden library.
It's hard to be part of the nose, but
Chad, did you
Mm-hmm.
tell me how long I'd been in the city?
I said like 2 to 3 days, I think.
Okay, so I kind of know my way around, like...
Yeah. Yeah, and the city is it's a different type of city than most of the other ones you've been in. Like Maine was built over centuries, so it's kind of like a weird combination, like different styles, architecture, and everything. Barad for the most part was built in just like a time period of like 50 years. So it's made by academics, so everything is laid out pretty intuitively.
It's not like a crazy hodgepodge.
Yeah, it's not. It's a new city that was kind of laid out instead of evolving, so it's fairly easy to navigate.
Alright, that makes sense.
so
So,
who these individuals are, but I have a feeling that these are individuals who value their propriety. of this knowledge.
Well,
But there are several secret societies and several we probably don't even know about.
do I know anything?
Roll a history check.
Oh, yay. History was not.
I mean, there's the open secret of the
Didn't pay attention to it.
club, which is
Somebody should have stayed in school.
exclusively a group of people who drink. It's an excuse of old boys to get together and drink at nights. The Wombats Club.
Wombat?
We need
Wombats. With
Oh.
X. I don't know where the name came from.
Seems legit.
So that's one place to start looking?
Should we split up?
As good as any, I suppose.
I mean, it's morning, so we should.
Resupply as well.
Yep.
Maybe we just spread out. I'd like to get the archives and see if I can spot any of the maps of the city I can borrow. Of the old city, that is.
Yeah, that's right.
Maybe
Is the old
there's a
city
clever
beneath our feet, sort of? Like it's...
It's a bit far.
Okay.
It's a bit of a warren once you're underground.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, the
You would
city's
be hard pressed to access those.
the city's kind of split into 4 parts. There's Baytown, which is more like a little village hamlet thing, which has a couple of houses, but it's mainly a wharf and a dock. Like that's where you stopped off when you sailed over from Maine. And then as you travel up to the city, there's Newtown, which is kind of like the new construction around the Elven ruins. And then there's Old Town, which is the perfect circle, and it's the walled section of the city. That's where the big tower is. And then there's the Undercity, which is underneath Old Town.
Okay. So we're in New... Where are we right now? We're
You guys are in Old Town.
we're in Old Town, okay.
So that's where I need to be to find.
Yeah, yes. Yeah, so we're there.
That's where you're most likely to find academics.
Okay.
Copper, have you ever been to the Undercity? Do you know your way around there? Is that generally a place people go, or is it like a closed-off area that we'll need to sneak into? Like, what kind of security?
It is accessed only by people with permission. The university controls it very securely. As an academic, I've made several expeditions, included my more ill-fated one. However, actually, I believe that's an excellent lead for us.
Well,
I've seen helmets similar to those that the Wraiths were wearing.
so
At least
we
they
don't
don't.
have permission into this area.
And you would likely be chased out by, if not angry academics, then by the golem trolls.
Well,
Hmm.
I've seen a few angry academics in my day. Most of them are much smaller than me and easy to knock books out of, but I'm assuming that these aren't the usual.
I would not underestimate the archaeology department. They are the secondary. They're the second. They have the second most for the city guard.
Well,
Very.
won't be knocking any
Secrets.
books out of any hands then. Is there any way we could gain permission? I'm all about sneaking in and being sneaky, but I feel
I
like
would
we
be
need
most likely be able to get us permission. I can pull a few strings, maybe check with a few contacts, but I'd very much like to go see that excavation site.
Well, once we get in, we can go basically do whatever we want. Getting in is the main issue. And
I think then that to be my goal for the day is going in, obtaining us permission to enter the ruins.
Sounds like an excellent plan. You... Ulrich,
Yeah.
you mentioned we have a list of things to do. Did you already tell me
Oh.
this list?
I mean, I have some of it down. It's mostly in my head, so don't quite remember perfectly. Pretty much what we were just talking about with Copper. I mean, I know that we have to find this library, and in order to do that, we have to find the Septum or High Magus, so,
I'm pretty sure we
suppose
can
it's-
ask around and figure that out.
yeah. So,
Just
besides
don't
that, though,
do too much blatant asking.
Blatant
Learn my
asking?
lesson with Mo.
Well, I would say don't walk up to, say, the city guard and ask, say, do you know the High Magnus? Or do you know the Septum?
I see.
Little names like that would be more than willing to make sure we don't get in their way.
Septum and High Magnus, you said?
Yes.
Magnus or Magus?
Magus. Magus. Yeah, Magus.
Magus?
IG.
Magi, Magus.
Okay.
It's
Magus.
like Professor Ganior Tagist from Maine was considered a magus.
Oh, okay.
It
Do we know
just
what
literally
this
means
library
wise
is
man.
Sorry, what was that?
Do we know what this library is called that we're looking for?
It's the secret archive.
Yeah. In the
That's all
Undercity
we know.
somewhere.
So let me get this straight. We need to find the High Septum or the High Magus to access the underworld so we can find the secret archive.
Well, we need to know. No. We need to know where it is. And we're gonna have to figure out how to get in.
And those the only two apparently have knowledge of the place.
Okay.
And who did we hear that from? Where did we get the
Spirit of
information?
that dead artificer.
Oh, okay. I think that was
Lombardia.
No.
Lombardi, the gnome. Okay. Where did he get that information from? I'm assuming the spirit, right? Dead one?
He either worked with these individuals or
Do you know of any Lombardi? Or is Lombardi like a popular name? Like everyone was named John for a while?
I don't know where you got the name Lombardi from.
Isn't that what he said? Did he not say Lombardi?
That's the name of the artificer?
Yeah,
Right?
he's the one who told us about the secret archive, correct? Wrong?
I don't remember his name.
Oh, okay.
I think it's Lombardi.
Is there anything else we need to do? Stock on supplies.
Yeah, I think we need some supplies.
Well, then our cover could be that we found or knew Lombardi, and that we're looking for someone to pass on his,
His work?
well, just knowledge of his death. Say we're trying to find his family, or
Yeah, but how does that get into the underworld?
hopefully someone who knows Mr. Lombardi would have been either connected to this High Magnus, and Septum, or
However, if we're
has some connection to them.
okay, if we're passing as acquaintances with someone's death, wouldn't we know that already?
Not necessarily. We just happened to encounter him in Haza Greg. He died while we were up there, and we thought it would be best if we passed on his
Tell the partial truth. I like that.
testament, or at least passed on knowledge of his dying.
What if no one cares?
We just have a dead lead.
Fair enough. What if no one likes him? You knew him. He's a bastard. He owes me like $50, and then they beat the crap out of us.
That's a risk we have to
You
take.
say, well, that's too bad. Well, he's dead now. You can go dance in his grave here in Haza Greg.
Okay, fair enough. So I think we should split up. Copper, obviously, you are charismatic and intelligent, so I feel like you should be in charge of finding the High Septum, because if I try to do it, I'll just get us killed. So,
Well, I think my primary job should just access the ruins, period.
okay, that's good.
Yeah.
Who wants to do the High Septum thing, then?
I mean, I can. I'll try.
You can?
Yeah, sure.
Alright. Or we
Grundy
can
could go and ask the,
Yeah.
Grundy,
do they have any leads on this fellow?
The Wombats? That's right. Yeah, I could do that.
Ask the watch.
The Watch. Oh, okay.
the what?
What would we be asking the Watch about?
Just if he had any friends, or if anyone knows of him.
Oh,
So just
okay.
ask around for Lombardi.
Just to casually pass on the information that he's dead.
Just as a courtesy.
Yeah, okay, that's a good idea.
So you're going to do...
I can do that right now.
Kelby, are you gonna go pass around Lombardi's word?
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'll go find the Watch headquarters.
You wanna come with me to find supplies and possibly Iris, or go to the Watch about Lombardi?
Whatever.
Well, I would like you to come with me. Or unless you'd like to go with Kelby. Or you could go with Copper. It's up to you. Wait, what's Aethys doing?
Where am I needed? I don't know.
Mhm.
Is there...
I think it's.
We just went all robot-y. I can't understand him. Someone else. Hello?
Still hearing?
Kelby?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can hear you. You're just kind of robot-y.
Yeah.
Is there just the
Sean?
two options?
Well, you know, you can do
You
whatever the hell you want.
can go along with me, or
Yeah, you can go with Copper, or you can go with Rick, or you can come with Grundy and I and go get supplies and stuff.
if you have another job you want to do, then
Are Copper and Ulrich going to the same place?
Copper and Ulrich are doing two separate things. And you're really quiet, John. That might be my fault though, hold on.
You can turn up volume with people on Discord.
I'll go with Copper.
Right. But then, Kelby, do you just want to come with Philip and I, and then we can go just like hit all those things at once? Because getting supplies shouldn't take too long. And then we can go.
Am I back now? Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're perfect now.
That's
Oh,
awesome.
okay. Yeah, sure. I'll just come with you guys first.
Right on. Alright, we're not splitting the party too bad.
Yeah. No, probably not a good idea.
Is anybody going with Copper?
Yeah, I am.
John is. Aethys.
Okay.
Right. Woo!
All right. Well, that
I
was
know
like
where all the shops and stuff are, but Aethys, we may need some money.
I don't think I'm treasure person anymore.
Who has all the money?
I don't know if we decided that yet.
yeah.
I believe the money is still sort of in the no man's land of missing from our baggage.
No, we have them. We have the amount of money in Sean's character sheet. We just don't know where you guys put it. Because you guys have too much money to put in one bag of holding.
Well, I'm assuming we took what we needed from.
Well, I have 2 bags of holding, which is why.
Yeah, I know. So you guys, according
Can I
to
just
Sean's
have a
character
bag of
sheet.
holding full of money, and then we'll bring it back.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. Laugh all you want. I think it's funny too. But like, if that's just like, how much does one bag of holding have in it?
500 pounds.
Of gold. And we have like 46,000, and that's like 800. So it's
Yeah.
gonna be like around like 25, 30,000 for a full bag.
I think you have 40,861.
I don't think we need that much.
46.
I left when I.
I mean, I don't
was
know.
being Bonnie forever. I left like almost all of my stuff. I pretty much emptied my inventory. Oh wait, I did empty my inventory. Ha! So I don't have anything on me.
You're gonna have
Except, like,
2,000.
My weapons. I'll have 2,000 plus my
Yeah.
1,000 that I started with, so I have 3,000 now.
Wait, you started with 1,000?
Yeah,
I
you
just
gave
had-
me 1,000.
Oh, never mind. You can have 2,000 instead.
2,000
Not
like,
total.
it's 2,000 to spend, then I'll spend the 2,000 first. And then if we go over, I'll spend my money.
Come on in.
Okay. I'm just saying, like, you,
Say if this gives me 2,000 to buy like necessary like supplies and stuff.
okay, so you're starting with 1,000 gold. I have no control over how much money goes to people. Besides that.
I'm just letting you know that I have 1,000 gold that you gave me.
Yes.
in the game. So don't be like, where are you pulling all this money out of? Just be like,
Is that me? Do I do that? I'm sorry.
but I still have my gold pouch of like those 25 coins that like return to me. Those are
Yeah. Have you ever used those?
It's gonna be freaking hilarious.
I don't think she has.
I think I've used them once, and then you're like, oh, by the way, they make a save at the end of the day to see if it was you. And I'm
No,
like,
to see if they just. Well, yeah. It like disappears at the end of the day, and then they can make a check to see if they remember who gave it to them.
So that'd be good to like laundry in like a big city, like who gets like a lot of gold every day, so they can't remember exactly.
It's up to you.
Yeah, no. I just put gold pouch of returning in my inventory of 25. All right, cool beans, cool beans, cool beans, cool
Okay.
beans.
And it respawns. It respawns every long rest. So yeah.
So I have 2,000 gold to spend.
Should
on
we?
materials.
I
Promise,
have
Dad, I will only use this for gas.
1228 gold on me. I'm wondering if the gold that exists in our inventories, have we kept that separate from the total party gold, or
Yes, it's separate from the total party.
Okay, so when I took that money, I probably subtracted it from the total. Okay, I hope so.
Yeah.
That makes sense to do that.
It's not a huge amount, so it should be fine.
So who's actually gonna keep track of this from now on?
I mean, I can, but I don't know if you guys trust Vani with it. But I feel like you can trust me.
I mean, I've been taking pretty good notes, so
Yeah,
no one else cares.
You know,
That'd be fine.
Okay. So
the noob.
currently the 40,000 goldish weighs 817 pounds. So that works with
I'm
2
going to
bags
put
of
it
coin.
safely in my safety deposit box somewhere within my home.
I
That's a good
will
idea,
give
but
whoever
remember
the
to
next
take it out.
treasure is one of the bags of holding that I own for
Okay.
money purposes.
Wait, you give
So they'll
what?
have to.
You give what?
Okay.
Sorry.
And then just make sure to keep separate the party funds from your personal funds.
Okay.
I'm just going to keep it in my notes rather than in my actual.
Yeah, because you guys are like reaching amount of money now, where it's like clerical errors can pretty much make it so you have an infinite amount of money.
Yeah, it's true.
So, yeah, just
So I
just
wrote
try
the
to
2,000 down on this notepad, so I don't like.
yeah.
Okay,
So just keep track.
Well, I'm just going to say we currently have 40,000 gold in our reserve with Lonnie's 2,000 she just received.
Okay.
Okay,
Is that
that's not
good to go?
2,000?
Well, keep them separate.
Yeah. Well, I have the 2,000 here. It's
Okay.
on me. So subtract what I was just given.
which was 1,000.
Which is 2,000. I have 1,000 personally. From home.
Oh,
Yeah. But that's
Okay.
not part
Okay,
of the
so
total.
It's not part
Subtract
of the
1,000.
current party gold, that is without our personal accounts, is set now at 40,000. That's what's in our savings.
And then
Yeah.
I'll 1,000 since I don't have any other money besides party funds, so you can take that out.
You have what?
I will need 1,000 of the party funds for just my own little small
Yeah.
normal.
That makes
No.
sense.
So 39,000.
Yeah. So currently in our reserves we have 39,000.
Right on.
Okay.
We all
Um,
set?
Go shopping!
Aethys,
I think it's-
did you say you
I
had
think
an
it's
extra bag
37.
of holding?
I think
Hold
it's
on.
Yeah.
37,000 because Jenny took or Bonnie took 2,000.
Well, how much did we have before?
No,
Like,
she
was
took
it just
1,000.
40,000 or?
No, no,
According
no, no.
according to
I took
what
2,000.
Sean's character sheet says, it was 40,861,
I
and then
I'll keep looking.
Bonnie took 2,000,
Let you know.
and then Aethys took 1,000.
Any extra I will bring back, however, because I.
Okay. Well, right now we have 37,000.
861.
Yeah.
860.
861 fine. We will include the 861.
So, I was just saying that I can carry one of the bags of holding if we need that extra, to carry the rest of the money.
Well,
Like
feel
I can keep
carry-
track of one.
I can carry an
What?
extra 2,000 because I don't really have anything in my bag.
I
other
think it's
than-
going to copper because it's just going to whoever the new treasure is.
Oh, I
No,
see. Okay, I
I'm-
thought you had an extra one.
Yeah, I
No,
do.
He
But
has
it's,
two to carry the everything. Like his regular bag of holding can't carry that much.
Yeah, I'm just saying I can keep track of. I can hold one of the bags of holding.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
if you need that.
I mean, bags
it's
of
up to
holding are
Chris.
super heavy.
The,
Yeah, a bag of holding. Let's see. Bag of holding
Thank you.
weighs
Okay. grab-
15 pounds, so that's not too bad.
Yeah.
Get in the car, losers. We're going shopping.
If it,
Oh, by the way, I get dressed. I don't just march out of the house in my feety
I'll let
pajamas.
you know if it.
Alright.
We're going.
know, good
Oh
to know.
wait, I need to get dressed.
Alrighty. So,
Just
what
a-
are
Oh, sorry.
what are people's missions right now so I can write it down so I don't forget people like I did before?
We're gonna go get Ulrich, Grundy, and I are gonna go out get supplies. I'm gonna do like some casual scanning for Iris. Do I know what Iris looks like?
Nope.
Other than the fact
That-
she's
yeah.
sorceress?
No.
Yeah.
Sparrow is
I think so.
really vague.
Yeah, I know.
We're gonna have to ask around. I mean,
Hey, do you
How
know Iris? I mean, she has a
Jaina.
She's probably right here. Jaina. Iris.
Okay, and then Aethys and Copper are doing What?
We are
Okay.
searching around to see if we can find anything about a High Magnus, but mostly looking for permission to enter the underground.
Okay.
So we need to make a shopping list of what everyone needs.
Okay. I'll let you know.
So-
Thank you.
I need to be told what. Because if you just hand me 2,000 gold and say go shopping, I will literally just buy shoes. Like, I can't even. Like, maybe a new dagger. I don't even know.
You do need a new dagger, though.
No, I don't. I have a poison dagger and a fire dagger. I have everything written down.
Oh.
So everything
Got
that
the
I
fire
have,
dagger.
all of my weapons, I recently wrote down. Like, back when my sneak attack was 5d6. So that's like
Dope.
all I have. And I wrote down like the attack rolls, and the special.
Alright. We're gonna go with the shopping crew first.
Whoop. Okay, so what do we need before I leave? Bonnie gets out a piece of parchment and a piece of pen.
Okay, so you guys eat your breakfast, dress up as warmly as you can, and step out of Copper's comfortable home
By the
into.
way, I am super cute. Like everything matches.
Yeah. It's like
My makeup is
Beauty
on point.
Beauty and the Beast winter scene, the blue hooded dress. Yeah.
No, I'm still wearing like my leathers and stuff, but like I just
Ew.
looking fly.
I liked my version better. Okay, you guys step out into the lower streets of
I still don't know.
of Old Town. Looking up, like the entire section of street you guys are on is like cast in the shadow of the huge tower.
What time is it?
It's about
Let's get the house.
it's about 9 a.m. ish. You guys kind of.
Over Castillos, it's sunny outside.
It's a crisp blue sky, no clouds at all. There's a bit of a light dusting of snow inside the city. The streets are nicely groomed and maintained, so there's no.
And I will point out that there appears to be a large line in the middle clear of snow because that's where the ley lines are. And that
That's
ley line
true.
generates a little bit of extra heat.
And that's
So
also
it's
where,
melted.
it's also actually the trail that the golems walk to
And that.
a lot of the
Um,
time.
So that's a wonderful setting. However, I have no idea what
Yeah,
I
sorry.
put dibs in first for that, and then, you know. So, guys,
Okay, so what are you shopping for?
yeah, I need to know what we're shopping for. Obviously, potions of healing. Is that it?
I think rations, I guess. We don't really keep track of that, but I'm guessing we need to restock on food. That's just a general thing.
I suppose we
yeah.
should get some food.
Yeah, food.
Do you want us to go grocery shopping for you?
I suppose.
I mean, I'm a woman, so I know how to do that really well.
Alright.
Some, do you have anything imported for fresh fruits? There may still be some apples on the market. Get some smoked meats. Maybe some eggs.
Alright. Basic groceries. I haven't gone grocery shopping yet. I'm a mom and I haven't gone grocery shopping. You guys, this is exciting!
I mean, didn't you live in a palace or something?
Yeah, they wouldn't let me go grocery shopping.
Oh. Yeah, that
No.
figures.
It's not my job, apparently. They have that. So we have potions of healing, we need rations, we're going grocery shopping for copper. Is there any...
I don't need anything else.
No one needs any armor, or... I mean, this really isn't the place to get armor, is it?
No,
We don't need
armor.
armor.
Everything, but I don't think anyone needs
that
it.
would protect me.
Do you not have any armor on?
I have studded leather armor, but like... I feel like I could do better. It's just regular studded leather armor, I think. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
So maybe something magical, I don't know. Pretty good on weapons.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Just looks like potions of healing and food and stuff. Maybe something exciting if I find it. Copper, do you want me to bring you back anything special?
Nothing that comes to mind at the moment.
What about you, Aethys? Do you want anything special for your crafting magical things? Like any
Not that I know of.
Do we all have earrings, by the way?
Believe so?
How many did you make?
Has one by now.
Have you been marking off the gold or they're like being graded? Sean?
Just go silent. Yikes.
Sean!
Put that project on hold for the moment.
How many have you made?
I don't know for sure.
Have you been marking off the gold?
Yeah, I thought so.
Oh, Bonnie doesn't have any inventory. I'm gonna go food
I
shopping.
finished all of them during the long rest thingy, which is the year-long break.
Oh yeah, okay.
Copper, I'm going to buy you alcohol because I don't think you have any in your house. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Brandy, is there
Should
anything
have
you
plenty
want?
of coffee still.
Mm-mm.
You sure?
Mm-hmm.
Nothing? Not a loaf of bread or something?
Mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Oh,
we
bread.
go.
Get bread.
I will get bread. Any specific type? Wheat, white, French?
Fresh in the bakery.
Food.
Alright.
Just food.
Just general. Vonnie, stop asking questions. Just do it. I'm assuming we head out unless there's anything else. Copper. I mean.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go.
We
Yeah.
go.
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
You guys start exploring the city. Vonnie, roll or whoever's leading this glorious expedition, roll a investigation check,
I have.
or just a charisma check if you want to ask people dead.
Straight up charisma. It'd be like
I can try.
because I'd be like telling them.
There's one.
Hey, can you tell me where to go?
Ulrich's good enough. So you guys are kind of directed outside of Old Town, kind of just flashing your passes to the gate guard, walking out into New Town. You guys start walking down through the city into a pretty familiar area. Actually, it's where you guys had the circus type event, the large festival where Vonnie stole ladies' ribbons and Grundy got drunk and you guys got teleported places and all that fun shenanigans. Right across the way is the courthouse, known as the Crescent Court, where you guys talked to some people before. But across from that, on the other side of the plaza, is kind of a... I don't want to say bazaar, but it's kind of like that. It's just a large roof kind of held up by several columns, kind of in a Greekish style. Underneath of that, there are several shops, like either under it directly or surrounding it. But yeah. So here you are in the shopping district.
Okay.
Is it like a strip mall or is it just like?
It's an open market, sort of.
Yeah.
It's very Greek, like forum type area. It's not really a building. It's just a roof held up by large pillars, and then underneath of that there's shops.
I'm looking for food specifically. Do that.
All right. Yeah. So easily enough, you kind of like pick up different food from different stalls.
Yeah.
Probably
yeah.
food for everyone. Probably costs like 10 gold pieces total.
DM, sir?
Yes.
Okay.
Do I see any thieves' cant that means anything?
Roll a investigation. 21. You can see some. There's kind of, it's the usual just kid learned how to thieves can't, starts drawing stuff like all over the place. But there is one phrase that kind of catches your eye. It says, meeting tonight behind the Sept of Azuth.
Alright. Does it look fresh or does it look like it's been there for a long time?
It looks fresh.
Alright.
It's actually,
Might go check that out.
so like in the very, very center of kind of Emporium, it's like a notice board, but it's made out of stone, very, very formal looking. And that announcement is actually kind of interwoven through a different advertisement on a fresh parchment. So it's
What's
brand
the
new.
actual advertisement?
It's some bullshit about fishermen not getting paid fair wages.
Like your average just witcher, like, hey, that guy cheats.
Yeah, basically.
Okay. Alright, might go check that out. So we have rations, right? That's like 10 gold. Not
Yes.
super-
Yeah, I got
so
that.
The entire party. Okay. Kelby, are you gonna keep track of amounts, or should I?
I mean, I am. It's just 10, so you can just subtract 10.
It is so hard.
Yeah, I
I
understand.
didn't go to high school, so just. You didn't have
Yeah,
high
that really
school.
makes sense.
Good.
Okay, 10 go. Yeah. Now
Woo!
what?
Time. Potions of healing. And
Yeah. Anybody? How many potions?
we need to find someone who.
Yeah, let's find. Look for
Someone-
potions.
Is there someone there?
3 or 4.
Potions.
yeah.
Potions.
Potion?
Yes,
Potion?
yes. So, kind of exploring the rest of the area. It's strange you'd expect like some place like this to be more crowded, but it's kind of sparse. Very polite
What else?
conversations. People aren't like yelling out their advertisements or anything. But you spot a sign across the way, kind of adjacent to the forum, with a sign called, let's see, Deborah's Potions.
Is Savannah on?
Okay.
Yeah, it's just a very polite looking facade, kind of charming, almost cottage-esque. But you push in, and there's a soft ring of a bell as you do, and kind of a sweet looking kind of grand type person behind the counter mixing up some potions.
Elderly woman, you said, correct?
Yeah,
Right.
Yep. And I'm sick, so I'm not doing voices today.
You're fine.
Sorry.
Good morning.
Good morning. How can I help you?
We're here to procure mainly potions of healing. We'd also like to browse your stock.
Potions of healing? I can do that. How many do you need?
I'll take 1 minor potion.
Alright. That will be 50 gold.
All right.
What are our options? And what are the prices?
We have minor potions for the 50 gold. There's normal for 250 and superior for 3,000.
Sorry. I'll just take that minor potion, that money out of my personal.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
We have 2,000.
It's my potion.
Our potions. This is the community. So, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in our group. 5, right? I'm not missing 6. Me. Kelby.
Yeah.
Brandy. 5.
Yep.
That is a thing that I'm not good at. So, how?
I don't really know how many we need. We should have talked about that, but that's
So,
Well, I can make things simple for you. I only have 7 normal healing potions.
makes things a lot more simple. Should we just get all 7? Because
aren't they 250 each? I mean,
no, the normal ones are 50.
no, minors are 50.
How many
Superior-
minor potions does she have?
Yeah.
Did she say minor?
Sorry, I have 7 minor healing
Oh
potions.
yeah, there.
That's only 350. We can do that. So
Oh yeah, sure.
let's get 7 minor. We get hurt a lot.
Very good. She kind of stoops down and pulls out a wooden kind of carrying. It's almost like a toolbox, except instead of tools, there's just vial slots with the 7 potions. One of them's missing. She kind of puts it down on the counter, slides it towards you.
Right. I hand her the 350.
She kind of nods and smiles.
Cool.
Is there anything else that we might be interested in?
It depends. I'm not quite sure what you'd be interested in. I have potions of water breathing. Ooh, here's a new one, just in, actually. A potion of gaseous form.
I look at Brandy.
Am I there?
What do you think?
Oh, I'm there.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Not all there.
Get lost?
I'm just distracted by Something in the corner.
When did you? Oh,
Yeah, Grundy, in the corner is kind of recently opened wheel of cheese. Yeah,
I'm sniffing them for vintage.
that's the new stuff. Only something humans would make. Yeah, doesn't have the same musk to it.
Kelby, what do you think? Do we potion of gaseous form?
Potions of gaseous form. What does it do?
Gas.
Oh, okay.
Simply put, but yes, the lady is correct.
Not very creative names, fortunately for us.
We academic types prefer straightforward titles.
I appreciate that for us non-academic types.
That is not true.
My bad. I guess I don't go around in academic circles.
I mean, aside from your obnoxiously long Latin names for everything, you know.
So basically, a potion of gaseous form. When you drink this potion, you gain the effect of gaseous form spell for 1 hour. No concentration required. Or until you end the effects as a bonus action. This potion's container seems to hold fog that moves and pours like water.
Sure, I'll take it. That sounds exciting.
Yeah, how much is it?
Yeah, how much is it?
Let's see.
It sounds useful.
This one would be 1,200.
Is there any discount on this lovely morning we could potentially take advantage of?
I'm afraid I'm not running any promotions.
That's unfortunate. Perhaps we could promote your shop.
We could be the promotion.
We could become your promotion.
Roll a persuasion check.
Oh my god, thank god I'm good at that. Wait, where is it?
I suppose you've caught my curiosity, but how do you plan on doing this?
Well, however you'd see fit. Obviously, you are.
Well, if I might add something, we have a great deal of influence in Levick, and we are actually barons. So I think we could put out the word. You know, we could tell locals about your shop, and I think, you know,
Okay.
anybody coming from Maine can just stop on by this wonderful little shop.
Okay, roll your persuasion.
We're actually barons, so
Drop
give
in
us
the
a
baron
discount.
card.
Drop it.
Oh.
You put that way too hard.
She looks at you like in a way that only a grandmother could. It's like she's like, oh, poor child, kind of
Wait,
deal.
wait! I show her my medal. I show her my medal.
No,
the
no,
medallion.
Kelby, stop now.
I show her the medallion.
Okay, she looks at it, kind of with like an air of unfamiliarity.
My apologies. Good morning. Didn't assume we'd walk in, did you?
Surprise!
Listen. I'll give it to you for 1,100.
I say that if we need a gaseous form, we can just ask Grundy.
I'll take it. Thank you.
Scowl.
Alright, 1 potion of gaseous form, correct?
Yes.
Guys, you never know.
So you guys did 7 minor potions.
We did 7 minor potions.
7 minor at
Rations.
50.
So that's 350 minus the 10 originally from 2000, which is 640 minus the how much was the gaseous form?
1,100.
Woo! Spending big. We have $540 left, guys. Shoot the wad. We need alcohol. I told Copper I'd bring him back some alcohol.
Wait.
Probably don't need 540 gold worth.
Contraire, my dear. No. Is there like a Bevmo open
Yes, actually, and it's a place that has been mentioned several times in the past. There is it's kind of a bit of an infamous inn in Barad.
Is it that one place with like all the different alcohols and stuff?
It's called the Bastion.
Woo!
It's more than an
That-
inn, though.
I remember that.
It's not. You're kind of looking around for a facade of a building that fits such an infamous title, and you're not finding anything.
Can I ask
Good.
someone?
Yes.
I just not grab someone. Just excuse me.
Yes. How can I help?
You wouldn't happen to know where the Bastion is, would you?
The Bastion. You're not familiar with the Bastion? Oh my dear,
Unfortunately not.
you
I'm
have
doing
lived
now.
your life for so long and have missed out on so very much.
Oh, not that long.
I'm sorry, then which one do you refer to?
Me? What did he say? I'm sorry, Chad. You
Oh, really?
Yeah.
He said, great. The Bastion? You don't know where the Bastion is?
No.
You've lived for so very long on so very much. The Bastion is one of the few establishments to actually take up residence in the old town.
Awesome. Are we in Newtown? Yeah, we're in Newtown right now.
We're in Newtown.
I guess.
Yes.
Would you be so kind as to give me a familiar landmark?
Actually, if you aren't busy right now, I could use some company.
I'm gonna insight check this guy.
Okay.
Why am I rolling so low? I don't understand.
Yeah, kind of looking over him. He's a well enough dressed bloke. He does have a single golden earring on his right earlobe and kind of like silvery, wispy hair. Ulrich, you want to roll one, and Grundy too.
What would I roll?
Inside.
I'm just seeing what this guy's all about. Does he seem like shady? Like he's gonna rob me, or like rob me obnoxiously, or you know, what's the deal?
He just kind of seems like a bit of a slime ball. Like he's well-to-do, so he just kind of
Throws it around.
uses that. Yeah,
Where's the earring?
his right earlobe.
So he's gay.
No, no, he just has a right. He just
No,
Oh,
he's
no,
gay.
that's the gay card.
That's the gay
no.
one.
He's hitting on
Yeah.
Bonnie. I guess he could
I'm
be
a very
bisexual.
attractive young man. How dare you?
Actually, this guy's probably bisexual.
You know,
But-
honestly, yeah. We're not really doing anything right now. I'm happy to accompany you. Oh, these are my acquaintances. My motion to Grundy.
Oh, I
I
see.
have not said my name, by the way. I would just like that to be very, very clear.
Well, in that case, it's in the North Quarter. Have a lovely day. And he kind of like turns around. He's looking at Grundy and Ulrich, and he's not amused.
Oh, okay. Were
Yeah.
you? Grundy, you didn't like that, young man?
He wasn't very young.
I
He
know.
was like 40-ish.
I was using young ironically.
Oh, okay.
As we're walking.
Alright, so what's next on the list?
Alcohol.
Oh, you guys are going to the Bastion right now?
Yeah, I want to buy alcohol.
Wait,
Not
did you get everything else on your list yet?
Yeah, we have potions of healing, we have food and rations. That's all that I was.
Yeah, that's it.
on
Okay.
to.
Is the Bastion
Unless-
not loaded yet, Chad?
The Bastion, no, the Bastion's loaded. It's fine.
Quickly, just like scramble. So I can eat things.
Is the Bastion loaded? Oh no. Let me get out my.
Should probably
Okay.
count down.
No, the Bastion's loaded. City's
Bastion's
loaded.
always loaded.
Okay, so as you guys walk up, pretty much tracing your steps back, passing through the Elven Gate of Gloriousness, walking on the exact opposite quarter of, because the city's a circle, but it's split into 4 sections, or New Town or Old Town.
Did you use dishes and not wash them before we left?
Of course.
Ooh.
Where did you come from?
Ooh.
So we're in Old Town.
Yeah,
Right
so
now.
you guys are in Old Town. You guys are Copper's house is in the southern quarter. The Bastion is in the northern.
You have a mess. So yeah.
While we're in there, I also want to like
Okay.
low key
So-
ask around for Iris.
Oh, never mind.
So
Okay.
yeah, no, Kelby, go first. Go first.
Sorry, no, it's just a conceptual question. This Old Town is shaped like a circle, and it's
Mhm.
divided into 4 quadrants.
Yes,
Okay.
like
so
an
if
X.
there's okay, so it's like an X. Okay, yeah, got it. Cool.
So there, yeah. So it's
The pizza.
I don't know. Have you played Oblivion, like Elder Scrolls Oblivion?
No, not really.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say it's kind of like that. It's kind of like the city of Cyrodiil. Or the Imperial
I've seen
City.
pictures of Cyrodiil. I think.
Yeah, it's kind of like that. It's a city. Actually, it kind of looks like the Team Fortress 2 symbol.
Okay.
from on top.
It's as if you had the capital city from Oblivion with a big cancerous lump on the side.
No, the cancerous lump is all around. It's surrounding this, I think, right? I mean, that's
It's
how
sort of
I
on
had
one
it.
side. Like, it didn't quite go all the way around the old city.
Oh, okay.
You mean my
I had-
second?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was locked.
Anyway, yeah. So you guys head up to the northern quarter, kind of passing various almost library-esque facades, kind of walking through the university buildings.
Looking for more.
Yeah, and you're
snacks,
definitely out of place, and you definitely feel it. Like you can feel people's gaze, kind of like looking at you for like split seconds at a time. Like nobody's really staring specifically. But
Is it me or is it just us 3 in general?
it's you 3.
That's a lot.
Everyone else in this kind of section, there's definitely like a hierarchy of uniforms. Like the professors are dressed one way, the students are dressed like in a variation of ways depending on kind of like what area of study they're in. And you're not really in that dress code necessarily.
We got our weapons and armor.
Yeah, and like the guards kind of look at you in a way that almost makes you feel like they're saying, "Don't make any trouble,"
Yeah.
kind of deal.
Used to that look.
Yeah, this is a very separate from main atmosphere. It's like people actually.
Don't worry, I'm innocent faced. And
Okay,
like,
but
Turns out the
eventually,
entire city watch is actually gay, so...
yeah,
damn it! Well, there goes half of my chances of.
they're all judging your outfit, Bonnie. They're like the black leather does not go with that shade of blue. Like, what are you doing?
I'm
you
not
fool.
wearing blue. I don't know where you got this idea of blue from, but
I just
okay.
had an idea. I just had the image of Beauty and the Beast, and I was
Okay,
like,
alright.
sorry,
I mean, I'm
you're
wearing
right.
my cloak of the bat, so.
Beach
it's
heads
fine.
bell.
Yeah, no.
No.
Anyway, so eventually.
I'll be right back. I have to go say goodbye to my family.
Okay,
I mean, I get to go say bye to my family.
that's true. Let me take a drink of some water. Jeez. Oh, jeez.
Rice.
But yeah, so you guys eventually make it to. It's probably like one of the largest inns you've actually seen, if you can call it an inn. Looking at it, it's almost screams fortress at you. Like there are literally 3 stone towers, and then there's kind of like a weird facade of an inn structure kind of slapped onto the outside of it. So it has a stone foundation where almost like these elven walls were, and then on top of that is just kind of like this inn structure. But it doesn't even have a sign on the outside. It's like you get the feeling that everyone in this town knows exactly where this is. It's like the Red Door in Seattle
Mhm.
kind of
Don't
thing.
kill the dragon without me.
And also the structure itself is kind of enough of a calling card or a label. But as you step in, it's like twice the size of Sparrow's Cabaret on the inside. There's actually 2 bars with active bartenders. They're kind of cleaning stuff right now. There's a bit of a presence in here right now, but it's definitely not its most crowded time. You look across the large room, and noticeably there's kind of an absence of a stage where musical performers would be. Instead, where one of those would be, you notice 10 huge barrels about 2 feet taller than Ulrich, all just sat on their side with different taps.
Whoa.
All are inscribed with various types of liquor and alcohol, and all of them are kind of rigged up with a intense looking chain pulley system. So these barrels can be loaded and lowered down into the basement and changed out and then pulled back up. Yeah, so it's a big thing. And then kind of yeah, and then on the floor, like on the walls not inhabited by the bars and the large barrels are cut in with 10 different what do they call that? No. Kind of private, not lounges. What do you call the tables? Where it's like a table but it has a couch around it.
What, a booth?
A booth.
You can't think of a booth.
I'm so sorry. There's like 10 there's 10 booths kind of like over on the door side. Yeah, and then there's also 2 separate kind of spiraling staircases that go up where you assume rooms would be. Kind of looking towards one of the bars actually is a for the first time you remember, actually it's a gnome bartender, and there's kind of like a raised running stool across the back, almost like it has a separate table behind just so that he can work very effectively. But yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So this is an establishment. The other bartender is actually a lady. She's kind of blonde, curly hair, kind of brown eyes. Yeah, she's like barista cute.
That's
Kind of. Yeah.
So she gets hit
It's
on
kinda-
a lot.
Yeah, it's the kind of thing where she gets a lot of tips from just kind of, the casual wink. But yeah. But it definitely it's weird. It's like this huge bar, but it has kind of a coffee shop-ish feeling. Like they take this way too seriously. But anyway. Oh, also, there are just like weapons and shields adorning every decoratable surface. Yeah, this used to be an armory actually, but anyway. So that was the longest description ever. but
Yeah, that would
I enjoyed
explain the
every second
name.
of it. So, I'm not seeing any thieves' candy here. Right. Alright, cool. So, I'm gonna walk up to the female.
all right.
Woman to woman.
All right, love. What'll it be?
Well, I'm here to purchase and not drink. And
Purchase
hopefully
and not
medication.
drink.
Something to go? Is that, possible?
She kind of like curls a finger through her hair and then kind of like looking at you and kind of squints. Roll a persuasion check.
Where's persuasion? Under perception? No, that's perception. There's persuasion. That's better.
Normally, I would tell someone not looking for alcohol to
No,
To
I'm
leave.
still looking to purchase alcohol. I just want to take it to
She
go.
wants bottles.
Bottle service. Yes.
bottle service. Well, that's a different story. But so what are we having?
Grundy, this is your arena. Grundy,
I fainted.
you're fainting?
I've already fainted when I walked
You
in.
fainted.
Overwhelmed.
Well.
Oh no! How about some stout? What's your best stout on tap?
You have a lager, perhaps?
Props.
Asking for a lager here is like asking a world-famous brain surgeon for a Band-Aid.
I don't know what that means, but
brain surgeons?
Are you saying you don't have any stout or porters?
We do, I suppose. We have Golden Sands Brews from Sarket. We have Bitter Black, Dragon's Breath Beer, Aleminster's Choice, and a few others. Shadowbark Ale is my personal favorite.
So going back to the brain surgeon about a Band-Aid thing. What's not a Band-Aid? What is actually brain surgery over here?
Give me your stoutest stout. And I want to speak to this one named Brian Starchin.
Brian Stargin. Brian Stargin.
And what can I get a Band-Aid? This is my
Brian Stargin is actually that gnomish fellow over there.
You cannot provide.
Just pan over to see this.
Yeah,
Some dude singing a tune.
it's just Mr. Poopy Butthole. It's
Yeah,
like,
Mr. Poopy. Oh hey!
hey! Okay, back to scene.
I think we were ordering stout.
You did a good job with this one.
All right.
Need some wine.
The fairies.
Something strong.
Wines. We have Erduskin Dark, Herbalian Dry, Blood Wine,
Moscato.
Moscato. It's a bit on the dry side this season.
Really?
Well, we do have a very, very cellar. Sorry, that was not intentional. Continue.
Moscato is usually very fruity.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I don't know anything about wine. I'm sorry. I literally have a book. I'm trying to improv as best as I can.
Okay, Moscato is generally very fruity and sweet. It's kind of a dessert wine.
It's usually pink.
I had some really dark Moscato though, and it's really good. Oak Ridge makes an excellent. Okay, sorry. Getting off topic.
It has an oaky afterbirth. Sorry.
Oh, gross.
Moscato doesn't have an oaky. I'll have a bottle of your I don't want to say house, because house is used for beer and salad dressing. But I'll have one of your house Moscatos, and let's do a
Bottle or
Could we have a
glass?
keg of
Ooh,
bitter black?
A keg.
I think Grundy would agree.
So we need one keg, one bottle of wine.
Or a cask? What's smaller? I don't know how much we need.
So there's
You have an
there's a
iron.
keg and then there's a pony
Do you
keg.
want another way?
A hand keg is about
And keg.
a hand keg is about a foot by 8 inches in circumference.
Like a gallon.
Yeah.
Foot by
It's
8
about-
inches in circumference?
No, sorry. It's a
One
foot
foot.
by 8 inches.
Okay.
And
So it's like
then
a pony keg. How much is
Does it rain so
it's
hard?
like 2. So a keg is 2 gallons. A cask is 12 gallons. A barrel is 30, and then a ton, which is the humongous barrel like on the sides. It's
We'll take one of those.
250 gallons.
So
I think we need the barrel on the side.
I
I don't-
think we could probably do a cask. That's quite a bit.
We should have
That's
one
good.
shipped-
Cask.
We should have one shipped to our
Back to
keep.
Pendragon. Yeah.
Yeah, we should have a big giant, and we'll put it in our main hall.
Yeah, I'd rather support local business.
Oh, okay. I always prefer a local brew.
I'm afraid you can't buy one of those.
What? Of what?
One of
Big giant gallon one.
the tons.
Oh yeah, I think we were joking. Maybe not.
No.
But
Definitely joking. That's expensive. We don't have
Ben.
So
no, I might put a
what's...
keg and a bottle of wine, baby.
keg, yeah, keg.
Which wine were you after?
It's a general house Moscato. I'm not super busy. I only drink fine at home.
Very good.
I prefer local wine.
So the cask of the bitter black would run 200 gold,
Alright.
and
What do we have? Okay. Keeping track.
the wine would be about 150 for the...
The bottle?
Yes.
Ugh, why did we get wine here?
I have to taste.
Oh, okay. It all
really
tastes like
it's
shite. That's what it
190.
tastes like.
Okay, you know what? You just can't appreciate a
This
good.
guy does it.
We have 190 left, so.
We're good. We don't need to spend it all. We don't need to spend it all.
You said you wanted a lager or a stout?
Yeah, that's what I got. I got a keg of bitter black.
Okay.
If
Grundy,
that's
do you
I
want
don't know if that's stout or not, but go ahead.
It's a lager.
I'd like one IPA, please.
One IPA.
Ugh. Do you have anything? Grundy, what do you want? Probably.
I asked for their stoutest stout.
What would that be?
It would be the Dragon's Breath beer.
How much is that?
That would be 500 for the cask.
Oh,
We do not have 500 for the
well.
cask.
How about
Okay.
a keg? It's not a lot, but
Yeah.
Sorry, that's what I meant.
oh,
Kegs are-
500.
dear God.
It's 500 for 2 gallons.
Oh my goodness.
All right. Give me that sandy shite from Sarket.
Oh, Grundy, honey,
The
it's
golden sand.
Grundy, sweetie, it's not worth it, and I can get you some.
Is it worth it?
I mean, it's not
asked
really Grundy.
The barkeep.
Oh, okay. Would I have drank it when I was home? I mean,
The golden sand brew takes someone who isn't afraid of a little bit of adventure to appreciate. I'd say it's worth it.
Yes.
well, you're a salesperson.
Clever girl.
I wink at her.
You get the feeling she's not very impressed by the thing. So-
I'll have whatever's Ulrich's having.
So that'd be 200 more.
There'd be another keg of bitter black.
I could throw in 10 extra gold for that.
Okay.
From my personal funds.
Okay.
Guys. Problem. Alright. Well, gentlemen. We are officially out of money.
She kind of takes 2 fingers and whistles really, really loudly, like throughout the rest of the room. She's like, Donnie! I went very dwarvish for that. Donnie! 2 of the bitter black and 1 of the... Sorry, what was it again? The...
Moscato?
1 Moscato! You see from like one of the back rooms a dwarf kind of carrying two bottles and kind of bottle of wine tucked over the top of the barrels, kind of under his chin. He's the first dwarf you've ever seen with no beard.
Oh, no.
Yeah, but
I avert my eyes.
I kind of just like look at Grundy, like.
Yeah.
fuck.
Why?
He starts walking towards you guys, not saying anything at all, kind of like looking at Lonnie for 2 seconds longer than the other 2, setting it on the counter and turns around and walks away without a word.
I just like.
That was
Grundy,
the
is that-
ugliest gnome I've ever seen.
All right.
For
And
long
with
tries,
that,
so
jump
hard
cut.
not to laugh out loud.
Ta-da! Nice.
Gonna ask
Okay,
about
so
you.
jumping over to Copper and Aethys real quick because I feel like they've kind of been left behind. You guys were searching to find the High Magnus, and then also permission to go to the Undercity. So who are you going to first for this, Chris?
Well, let's see.
Because there's a couple people that you've already talked to. There's Aaron Hyde in the Crescent, Niche Ring.
Let's see.
There's Joan Bloodmane.
So both of you guys look up.
Niche might be our best bet. Joan wouldn't have the sort of
Something happened, or was it just
level of permission.
I don't know. I heard
Yeah, either Niche or Aaron, but I think Aaron is mostly over the old city
Mm-hmm.
and the new city.
Yeah.
We'll see if we can get an appointment with Niche.
You would know that Aaron also... Actually, no. Yeah, so Aaron generally deals with standard licenses and passes. Joan actually is the one who kind of organizes the protection crews for archaeology. And then Niche... I mean, you know who Niche is, but...
Mm-hmm.
So you're going for Niche?
Well, if we go to Niche, we're going straight to the top.
Yeah.
We can go talk to Aaron and see if he knows who would be able to best give us permission. We'll start with Aaron.
Okay.
He's probably the most accessible at the moment.
Yeah, so you pretty much chart a course in the very exact, actually, direction.
So long as we don't get stuck with his undersecretary, Helen.
Yeah.
Helen, wait.
Actually,
She's
it
a
was,
nasty woman.
Was it Ebert? Hand of the chair. the dick. You guys wait. Yeah, so you actually walk exactly in the same direction as the rest of the party at first before they deviate and go shopping. Instead of going to the forum, you go to the Crescent Court. You've been here before. It's a large stone and wood building, kind of almost in a Germanish style. Very functional. 3 stories, but anyway, that's not very important. You enter the waiting hall again, and you see just the porty Mr. Ebert, who's the current hand of the chair working today. He's kind of like sitting there in the corner, just kind of biting his fingernails, and he sees you, stands up, and just kind of has you walk in the room. Mr. Chair Aaron, a Professor Copper Collarbane for you. He kind of turns around unexpectedly and looks at you. Anyway, you recognize the very stern-looking elderly man with the silver hair. He's kind of dressed up in winter garb, but he's still wearing the very functional kind of city breastplate. Anyway. Well, I'll be damned. Mr. Copper, how are you?
Doing fine, Mr. Hyde.
So, what are you after this time?
Well, it's a very long story, but I suppose it comes back to when I left. I was hoping to get access to the ruins.
And you realize the position you're putting me in, right?
I do. I understand that this is above your...
It is a bit of an unusual request, especially with the investigation still ongoing.
Is it still going on?
There aren't many leads. And yours isn't the only incident we've been investigating. Turns out others have gone.
Sean, I'm sorry, you just broke up for me.
Sorry, am I still breaking up? Or we're good?
You're better now.
Let me just reconnect just to be safe. Hello? Am I okay now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
I'm afraid it is still ongoing, but things have become a bit more complicated. Yours isn't the only case on the table currently. That's a bit above my pay grade actually, but apparently one on the current council has actually gone missing down there recently.
I had not heard.
Yes, certain Giles Ephraim. He was
for my notes, can I have that?
Yes, Giles, Giles, Ephers, Ephers.
What does he look like? Like, what's his race and stuff?
I'm afraid he's a bit of a nondescript fellow. Lighter skin, about 6 foot, long brown hair. Dresses in the normal council garb. But I'm afraid that wouldn't give you much help, as he went missing in the Undercity about a month ago.
Remember when I got off the town with Morgan?
Any sign of a struggle? As messy as the last time? Or they found his body?
And there were the cutest sewing machines.
Roll a persuasion check.
But they were
Do persuade.
Yeah, so there's like a light pink one.
You kind of.
A light yellow one.
There's so much background noise.
Sorry.
Oh, that's cool.
Yes.
We'll just get distracted easily, I guess. He kind of looks at you in a bit of a sympathetic way. He's like, kind of furrows his brow and like, kind of rubs his forehead a bit. Copper, you know I don't blame you for anything, but it's a bit against protocol.
I understand.
All I can tell you is it's a bit of a sweep under the rug type of a thing, if you understand.
Can I at least ask who's in charge of the investigation this time?
You want it fried?
Joanne Bloodmane is taking the helm on this one. I was a bit too busy and frankly not interested in hiding anymore. Still secrets.
And then I may need to speak with her then.
That would be a good place to start.
It's going to be difficult. Thank you so much, Aaron. I very much appreciate your assistance.
I'm afraid I only wish there was more I could do for you, Copper. But you know how things are.
Naturally.
Well, better be off, I suppose. Days are running short now that winter's coming.
No.
You too. He kind of gives a half bow as I turn away. Start walking out into
Let's head out.
the main square of Newtown.
Alright, that means we need to track down John. be fun.
No, I'm doing it.
Okay. Back to the other crew, I guess. So you guys are still in the belly of the bastion, talking to Gale. We're just wanting to buy alcohol, or what were you doing? Did you have any other?
Well, I
Yeah.
I think that was it. But
about Jaina Iris. Maybe Lombardi, bartender, see everyone. So
Okay.
so I kind of lean forward on the
What-
bar.
Okay.
I don't want to be stereotypical or anything. I'm sure you see lots of people, and I'm sure you don't remember all of them. However, I am new to this town, and I don't really have anywhere else to start, so I might as well start with a young lady such as yourself. Do you know anyone by the name of Jaina Iris?
Roll an insight check real quick.
Okay. Kind of. Oh, button for it. 22.
She kind of has a very quick, very, very suppressed, kind of shocked reaction, and then she immediately recovers and like goes back to her old persona. And roll a persuasion check.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I think you've misunderstood the purpose of this business.
I say in Thieves' Cant, I apologize for wasting your time.
She kind of looks like she doesn't really understand what you're saying. But anyway.
And then I say in common, I apologize. However, you could be quite lucrative. Did hear anything?
I think it's time for you to leave.
Sorry. I give a quick look around the bar to see if anybody, if I notice anybody perk up at the mention of Jaina. I don't know how quiet Vonnie said that, but
Okay, do a
Yeah,
perception check instead.
perception, yeah.
I was pretty leaned in. I wanted to keep my voice
Oh,
really,
okay.
Yeah. So
That's still a
as
good
you, start looking around the room at when Vonnie says this, there's a couple of people in kind of a booth that are. It's kind of that situation where there's like one person is sitting, they're sitting opposite each other on the table, and like they're pretending to have a conversation, and the person on the far side that has a point of view of you guys is making like direct eye contact with the barkeeper, and just kind of like staring and like notices your gaze and holds it in a really, really unsettling way. Like,
Yeah.
Does Ulrich like alert me or like poke me or just be like, just
Sure.
person at the booth, person at the booth?
Yeah. Yeah, I just bump elbows with you and make a coughing noise.
I've known Ulrich for a long enough time. I feel like I would know what that meant.
Yeah,
Okay.
probably.
like
Funny. I smile at the bar. Again.
That's a word.
I smile and I say, "Thank you. It was a pleasure doing business with you."
Are the kegs out yet?
Yeah, everything's there. She smiles at you with her teeth only, like not with her eyes at all.
No lips.
That classic high school
Yeah.
girl. Haha. Smile.
Yeah, like
That I have perfected, by the way. I would just like to point that out.
yeah, it's the very classic high school girl smiling only with her mouth, not with her
It's
eyes
like-
at all.
Our eyes are just like, I will slaughter you in your
Yeah,
sleep.
Exactly.
Smile of like, we're best friends. Yeah, no.
Yeah. So
And as
she
we
gives you
walk-
that smile for like a split second, and then like reinvents kind of her charming barista persona as you guys are leaving for like the next customer who's kind of behind.
As we're walking out, I cast a look at the people at the booth.
Okay, roll a perception check.
Ooh, perception.
Ooh,
15.
they're not there.
Wait, including Brian Sturgeon?
Brian Sturgeon is still there. Yeah.
Sturgeon.
Yeah, he's just like, he's sitting across the bar with a classic gigantic gnomish smile, just kind of like, how you doing over there?
I don't trust that Brian Sturgeon.
he has like
him
he has
for a
like a
bandage,
huge
right?
Conan O'Brien hairdo. Dude, it's just like, like, hey, you look lonely. You want to sit by me?
Oh, yeah. Should we go talk to Brian Sturgeon? I feel like we should go talk to Brian Sturgeon. I feel
He's
like
enough
that
of
is
a character now that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we can't not
Yeah,
go
you
talk to
can't-
Brian Sturgeon.
Okay, here we go. Talking to
Nah.
Brian Sturgeon.
All right, Chad, make a character quick. Tell us all he knows.
Tragic backstory, initializing.
We'll give him a couple seconds.
Initially.
We just like walk in slow motion over to him.
He's like vigorously cutting his wrist. He's like, ah!
Brian, no!
No! Alright. So, are you actually doing that?
Are we actually doing this, or are we actually?
I just give him a knowing wink and then leave.
He gives you like a good guy kind of finger pistol type thing.
Hey.
Like, gotcha.
I smile and wave cutely, and do like a cute like open wave, and I smile at him just because I'm lame.
I squint at him accusingly.
He blows you a kiss.
Woo! Wow, I don't get anything. Fine. Is he gay too? Is everyone in the city gay?
No, he gives you a wink. he gives you a wink, and then he blows Grundy a kiss.
Nice.
Everyone in the city is gay.
Classic
They're just-
scheming Brian Sturgeon.
Everyone here is just more refined. Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Like,
It may be you, Fonny. It really may be.
My Sean!
Yeah, and then Tassarion, the tailor from Maine, is also just here, just cause.
Hi, Cass!
Tassarion!
Tassarion.
The
Probably one of my favorites.
nasty stereotype. That guy. All right.
That guy's awesome.
All right. So now that we've jumped off the rails.
Whee! I don't know why you laid it.
I don't know either.
That's just not gonna
Okay.
happen.
So where are you guys taking the story right now?
Alright, so we're in Old
Take
Town
me.
or New Town? I'll take you, Chad. Where are we
Old Town.
going?
We're in Old Town.
We're in Old Town?
You guys are
Well-
in Old Town.
I don't want to walk around all day with this hauling around these kegs, so we should go back to Copper.
Yeah.
Copper's house and
right.
drop these off.
Alright.
And they're just too big to put in your bag of holding. Like only just. It's like the feeling where it's only about a centimeter too big.
I'll
You're like-
carry them one at a
It's like
time.
that, just that last textbook that you're just like trying so hard to get in your
Harder.
backpack, but it just doesn't work.
That sucks.
Grundy
You can't
carries
leave
them.
anything else.
Okay, so Grundy carries them in classic dwarven fashion, one under each arm.
Okay.
Hammer
Do
slung
you guys
over
want to
your
go back to Copper's?
I mean, if we need to drop these off, yeah, but
Well, where else do we need to go next? Do we want to go to that Fuddruckers place or what? I can't remember the name.
Mudfucker?
That
What is
gang?
this city that has Fuddruckers and baristas? What is happening to this world right now?
I don't know.
Wait, did he say mudfuckers? Because I think that is hilarious. What is a Fuddrucker?
No, Fuddrucker.
What?
What is a
Never
Fuddrucker?
heard of Fuddruckers?
Fuddruckers, come on.
That's a burger place.
It's hamburgers. Restaurant company, you know, World's Fuddruckers.
That's like the best place
World's
to bring a
greatest.
toddler.
Wait, where is this located?
All
That's
over.
Everywhere.
Like, the big
No.
thing in Texas.
I've never been to Texas.
Vonnie
Oh.
suffers 2 points of psychic damage.
Yeah. Oh.
Just walking along and then just like, fuck.
Alright, carrying on.
Whoa! So I guess we're gonna go back to Copper's place.
Okay.
Oh crap! We didn't ask about Lombardi.
Yep. Well, I mean,
We could do
It
that.
was pretty obvious you guys weren't being welcome there.
yeah.
That lady didn't like me.
We wouldn't have gotten any information. So,
She was pushy.
yeah.
Didn't like Moscato.
Before we leave, well, I guess while we left, I want to take like a mental snapshot of the people in the booth, just so I can recognize them later. Just
They weren't there.
just I look at them for at least a couple extra seconds. To,
So you kind of remember them as both having black, just
Oh, what do
almost-
those strange people look like?
almost
Well.
monk-like apparel, like
Yikes.
spiritual-ish looking. The one who you were looking at actually had a steel chain around his neck, not like thin enough to kind of pass as a necklace, but still
It's a maester.
just a chain. And then,
Okay.
yeah, he was actually bald on top, but it looked like it was shaved, not natural.
Okay.
But yeah. Okay, that's your snapshot.
Yeah. That's it. Boop. Cool.
Do you share this information?
I mean, you saw him too. I mean,
Did I see him?
Yeah.
I
You
don't
saw
know.
him-
Okay.
You saw him briefly, and then you both kind of were distracted and turned around, talked to the barkeep, and then when you turned around again, they were gone.
Spooky.
They were
Spooky
gone.
stuff, man. Spooky stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I mean,
Oh.
Grundy, what would you like to do?
Veggie
That's spooky.
Grundy? Darling.
It takes me longer than most to think, okay?
Okay.
I think
This
for
is
a
for future
moment,
reference.
and then
This
I
is for
talk
future
off the
reference.
cork of one of the barrels.
Should we wait till we get
It's
home?
not tapped. It's a
Is that
barrel.
a cork?
Yeah.
You have to break
It's
open
not-
the barrel? Oh.
Yeah.
It's not
Ooh, let's
tapped.
go home and tap
Oh,
these
I
barrels.
take the bottom of my hammer. Kind of
I
poke a
thought-
hole in it. And I- one
like
under-
in
one
the
under
middle
my
of
arm,
town,
one-
aren't we?
And I kind of like balance on my nose. As I'm
Wait, what are you holding your hammer with?
I put it on my back.
Sheer will.
I don't always hold my hammer.
I'm having a really hard. No. I understand it's
Wait.
on your back, but you're. Wait, you have
Yeah,
one
two
throw
rounds.
under your arm.
Take off my hammer
Oh, okay.
in the back. Put it on the back. Hold one.
Okay.
Is that my hand? Kind of snorting.
It's like how many gallons? And he's just holding it. Oh my god. I
Yeah,
just,
so
like-
you start.
It's
You
just like
start.
4 gallons each.
You start chugging,
Body
and it's like. It's weird. It has like the. It's as
What can we take
smooth
back
as like
to
an
our-
ale, but it tastes like absinthe. It's like. Yeah.
Oh no.
It's just like straight licorice.
Oh.
I would like to take credit for a part of that.
Uh-huh, Sean. Uh-huh. Okay, Sean is now the official alcohol of the group.
Sean is the alcohol.
Sean
Okay.
is the alcohol. 'Cause he doesn't even know what a fucking-
Carrying on.
Ulrich, you might want to take one of those barrels before Grundy drinks them both.
Yeah. I try to grab my bitter black.
Oh!
Roll strength. Roll strength check, guys.
Okay.
Are we like in the middle of the street, just like...
I want us to
Yeah.
be in the middle of Bastion. Come on now, Grundy. Come on.
Like on your roll strength check.
That's a straight.
That's
That's a
cute,
save.
Ulrich.
Ulrich,
Yeah.
that's a save.
That's a
It's like you were having.
Wait,
You're
no,
having
that's
enough
a save.
hard. Are you having a hard enough time like wrestling it away from him? But then he like actually
help?
flexes, and then he's like, no.
I want to help. I want to help. I want to help Ulrich.
Okay. Well, I mean, he still gets a 16.
Yeah. It's no, it's okay.
I'm just
I
like
lost that
awkwardly
one.
pulling by your
Yeah,
shirt.
you
and just
actually,
like,
Ulrich. Ulrich
Yeah.
looks like he could have totally torn out of Grundy's hand, and then Bonnie's just like, oh, or Bonnie, Ulrich, let me help you.
It's like no,
He's like, you know what, forget it.
no.
I'm only drinking my barrel.
all two of my
Okay. I wasn't so sure.
And then the golem show, and then the Fire Nation attacked.
Yeah.
Alright, so we make it to Copper's house. I'm assuming
And
we
then
drop
the
off
golems
this.
show up.
Are Ulrich and Aethys back yet?
Ulrich? You mean Copper?
No, Copper and Aethys. Yes, sorry. Ulrich is here. Hello, Ulrich.
You guys can talk on your earrings.
Tiddly-lee.
Copper, darling, where are you at? Do you have an ETA? What's your plan?
Copper, you can
Currently working my way through the. Trying to find.
No ETA?
Yeah, how long are we out for?
I don't know, like an hour, 2 hours?
Yeah. This will probably take like 2 hours.
So
Tell
it's
me.
What if Joan decides to be this morning?
Alright. So you guys start making your way to the what are they called? The garrison. Start making your way to the garrison, which is close to the
Hold on, I'll be right
southern-
back, guys.
Okay. So we'll stick with the other two then. Or Sean, is there something you wanted to do?
I don't think necessarily need.
Okay.
Cryon, what's her?
Can you do that while I'm around? Por favor.
Tell you about it later.
But I want to be there when it happens.
Try.
I want to be there when it happens.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm doing it.
I want to be there when it happens. I'm gonna ask you to do it again.
Yeah, so Aethys is kind of bored-ish when you're talking to Aaron, and then he casted Scry real quick. Actually, let's see. So the way Scry works, what level is it? 4? 5?
It's a 5th level.
5th. Okay, so knowledge. This is save modifier. Oh boy, another complicated spell. Here we go. Okay, so you can see and hear a particular creature you choose that is on the same plane of existence as you. The target must make a wisdom saving throw, which is modified by how well you know the target and the sort of physical connection you have to it. If a target knows you're casting a spell, it can fail the saving throw voluntarily if it wants to be observed. Knowledge minus save modifier, second hand. You've heard of the target. Okay, so that's a +5. Okay. On a successful save, the target isn't affected and you can't use the spell again for 24 hours. So they have to make a intelligence check +5. This is knowledge. You can wisdom saving throw, which is modified. Okay. And they have to beat your spellcasting thing, Sean?
My spellcasting thing? What do you mean?
Your spellcasting ability score thing? The spellcasting... Fuck, I can't even think of it.
Spell save DC?
Your save.
Spell save CD. CD.
Yeah,
Spell save
It's
CD.
it's 8.
Okay. Let me just pull up...
She has a monster block or a character sheet?
Bugs.
Let's pull up her character sheet real quick here and do a wisdom. +5. She fails. Okay, so as you're kind of just sitting there in the waiting chamber of the Crescent Court, for a second, your darkness begins to darken and you kind of get tunnel vision as it shoots through the city and comes to a very, very abrupt stop. Looking around, you can't see a recognizable figure. You see, or you can't see anybody that you'd assume would be Jaina. You see three individuals kind of dressed in dark robes, but they're like extremely fuzzy because they're not the target of your scry.
Oh, she invisible.
You see them throwing something at your frame of reference. and you notice that they're throwing something into a fire because you're in a fire.
Well,
Wait,
that
Aethys
sucks.
himself. Okay, I have a question of how this works. When you scry on something, are you seeing that something from that something's perspective, or are you just like
I'm taking
in a
some artistic
part-
liberties.
Yeah, not necessarily. You just
Do you see the thing you're scrying on, or do you see from the thing you're scrying on? What's the
Yes.
question here?
You
I'm back.
see the thing you're scrying on, and kind of a vague area around them, like a very small area around them.
Cool.
So Chris,
Have you seen it before?
actually Aethys can tell you what he scried.
wait. Am I explaining it right now?
Yeah,
To
copper.
To me,
oh, okay.
I had
Yeah,
to do a
so-
self-control on that.
Burned alive. Mark.
You have to repeat that. I think you're gonna broke up. Sean,
Yeah.
you might have to
Sorry.
repeat that. You kind of broke. Oh, never mind.
Does it work now?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm pretty sure they're being burned alive.
He scried on Jaina. That's yeah.
Who?
Uh-oh.
Jaina,
Would you scry on?
you know,
Perfect music cue right there.
I know.
Sure they're being-
Da-da-da-da-da.
You're sure they're being burned alive.
Joan, you mean? Joan Bloodmaid?
no,
No,
Jaina.
my Jaina.
Okay.
Iris.
Iris?
Yes.
Iris, okay.
My Jaina.
As
Oh, yeah,
stoic
her.
as ever. Oh, okay.
The reason Bonnie's here. Sorry.
Well, that's... Could you tell where she was?
I don't think so.
I don't think it was.
So not too helpful, but we know probably aren't in a good shape.
Paste them.
Actually, I kind of like how Mercer did it. Your vision kind of shoots through the city, like you kind of fly past what you assume to be a marketplace, past a tower, and then into a very strange kind of collage of a building, half castle, half inn. But you've never seen this building before in your life. And you don't really know
But
what
is it maybe the one that they saw?
Possibly, but
Okay, I'll ask him about it later.
okay.
Don't worry about this. We'll figure it out.
Hmm.
In
Alright.
an unmetagamey way.
When I see you next time.
Yeah.
On a mission then to find Joan.
Wait, are you guys literally gonna fill my quest? Oh, Joan, not Jaina. Sorry, I'm like, wait, are you
Looking for Lieutenant Bloodbane. How about that? Does that make it
I
easier?
didn't know who
Lieutenant-
that is.
So is it who's burning? Is it Jaina burning?
We don't know.
Yeah,
So it's someone burning.
it's Jaina. It's definitely
It's
Jaina.
Jaina.
It's not.
Okay. So how's the spell work if we've never seen her before? Do you just say did you just say her name or something? And
Yeah,
Veiled.
it has a lower chance of working, but
Uh-huh.
apparently it worked.
okay.
Yeah, she rolled an 8 plus 5, so 13. Wasn't very good.
Huh. Okay.
Which is probably good for her? Question mark? I don't know.
Scratch head.
We'll see how this day goes.
Okay. So is there any way to find her? I mean, any recognizable landmarks? Do we want to go after her?
I mean,
You guys
Have
are
we met up
you
yet?
We're not
guys are totally on two different parts
Yeah,
of the
we're
city
not
right
there.
now.
But who's do? Oh, it's Aethys and
Aethys
Copper.
did it, and he was
Oh.
just bored. And
If you guys want to have kind of like a middle of the mystery movie get together where you talk about all the things you found out, you can do that. But
Yeah.
Aethys, what is your ETA?
We have earrings. Can we just do that
That's
now?
what
Ding ding.
After
Yeah.
I'm ringing you right now.
yeah, it's
Aethys, what
kind
is
of
your ETA at Copper's?
you guys are kind of like right on the cusp of the range of these things. But
It's
Do I
like
have to
crackling
yell?
out.
Aethys.
Kind of like not having it, because that means conversations don't get interrupted as much.
Aethys. ETA. Coppers.
It just dies.
What is this music right now?
It's
I have no
it's our
idea.
trials and tribulations. That's what it is.
It sounds so happy.
I don't
We're-
really
we're
make
having
everything
trouble.
so much better.
Talking to each other.
That's true. Okay, continue. I'll
Can I,
stop
like-
interrupting.
Aethys, and then like walk a little bit, and then Aethys, and then walk a little bit more, and just like in a circle, like kind of like when your cell phone up, just like trying to find a signal.
Mm.
Okay. Aethys.
You hear about
So-
like, the third one. Yeah, you hear it.
Okay.
Aethys. Oh,
We've
Can you hear me?
spoken to one of two people.
hello. Okay.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
So we need to go find the second one, maybe a third one. But as far as your person, pretty sure they're being burned alive at the moment.
What?
Yeah.
What? No, no.
Hey, we're breaking up. Can't hear you anymore. Out of
What is
range.
that?
we're going into a
Where are
tunnel.
Where are you? Aethys, where are you? This is serious.
On the other side. Anyway, it's in like a tower thing.
Where are you? On the other side.
That down.
On the other side.
What is, describe the building to me, please.
I describe it.
I mean, you got like a super quick glance.
Okay, describe it the best you can.
You saw like a stone tower and like wooden roof. That's about it. Like wooden roofs.
Do I know anything that looks like that?
Roll an intelligence check.
Oh, Chad, no, don't.
It's
make
kind
me
of like
do it.
it's kind of like one of those things where if Aethys saw it, he'd be like, "Oh, that's the thing." But
Yeah.
other than that,
It's funny.
You can't just
it'd be
describe
hard.
it to someone and have
Just
them.
like straight
understand.
intelligence, or can I be like?
Yeah, it's gonna be intelligence with disadvantage because it's an over the earring conversation describing a building someone saw while flying through a scry. So it's gonna have
12.
you're like, wait, 12.
Mm-hmm.
Was that disadvantage or advantage?
Mm-hmm. 14 was the higher roll. 12
Oh
was mine.
yeah, you're right. You're getting kind of frustrated with him.
Did it look like a sept?
I have no idea what that is.
A temple. Sean.
The cleric doesn't know what it's
You're the
set
cleric,
to.
Sean.
Oh my god, we're so screwed.
We're so screwed. I love
It's a
this
temple,
music.
Aethys. I know, right? It's just like perfect.
Okay,
Oh,
I
I'm not-
described the general like direction it was in, and then I describe it as well as I can.
Do I get any of it?
So-
Like,
Worst case scenario, she at least has like a general direction? Question mark.
Yeah.
I could broom it.
You can kind of, Vonnie, you get the feeling that it's in the northern quarter of.
So it's
the
tall stone tower with a wooden roof in the northern corner. I'm pretty sure I can find that.
quarter. Yeah.
I
How big
mean,
is the
actually,
quarter? People
Actually,
are being people are being
Although,
burned. So I'm assuming there'll be some form of smoke. Nope. If they know what they're doing, they'll hide the smoke.
I mean, it seems
Uh,
like time is kind of at the essence right now, seeing as
Yeah.
what we've seen. So,
So-
maybe Vonnie and I, fly over there and just check it out right now.
So I'm gonna broom, and then I'll go find Aethys. Aethys, where are you? I'm coming to you now.
I'm by that red building. Which red building? That one.
I can't see you pointy.
Exactly. That might take a while. You might have to point
Wait,
out
no.
like, a specific
Okay.
point of
Aethys,
departure.
Here's the plan. Fly up as high as you can on
Oh
the
my
carpet.
God.
I'll be up on the broom. We'll just look for each other, and we'll like go along streets.
And then the city's anti-air defenses kick in, and
Yeah.
We'll just start doing like Bonnie just does barrel rolls on the broom.
Yo, 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 yo.
is not the noise. Anti-aircraft weaponry mix. Or else World
People
War
on
II
the
would have been
ground
a
just
lot
looking up
more
like,
funny.
What's going on? Everybody, look!
It's the Wicked Witch of the West!
A commotion happens. Oh no.
Not the commotions.
Not
No.
the commotions!
Rabble.
Rubber. Okay.
So I'm assuming we eventually find each other at a speedy time because we're both like on
No,
speedy
that is
speed.
definitely
and,
not
Nope,
true.
you cannot. No,
Hearings.
you can't just assume that.
and we're just
Okay.
flying and it's great.
Okay, what is your
Question.
strategy on fighting each other?
Let's meet
If I
somewhere.
were to shoot off fire thingies,
Yeah, that might be bad.
hey, maybe not.
Why don't we just meet at Copper's house? Well, how is that ever steers from?
Because that's not nearly as exciting. And I'm already at Copper's house.
Exactly, so we don't
Is
have to go
there
anywhere.
like a big
Avis,
reference?
please hustle over to Copper's house as fast as your 10-man legs can carry you. I will be standing by.
Okay.
Okay. Get on your little carpet, boyo, and fly. Fly!
Boyo.
Boyo.
Oh boyo.
Oh boyo, boyo, boyo.
Okay.
Music is like excellent, by the way.
You go lead the cavalry, see what you can do. I'm going to continue on a mission to
Yeah.
find Joan.
Sorry, Copper. I feel like this should be dealt with right now.
I can
Someone
do
is
some of my own
dying.
for now.
Woo! High elves! Kicking it in the world of Barad! Gonna go save some people!
I feel like this is the perfect time for a break. Here we go, break.
Ah,
What is this session?
Do you like my celebratory gunfire?
Weird being back, boys.
yeah.
It's wonderful.
I'm out of
I
it.
missed.
No,
missed
it's
Sonic.
amazing. It's amazing. It's like probably it's my favorite. Just listening to you guys. But anyway.
This is awesome.
All right, I'll be back in a couple minutes.
Celebratory gunfire.
It's high noon.
Yep. Always. I knew someone would. I hear door noises.
Yeah, I'm listening to that too.
like,
It's like, what's
What
going
the
on?
fuck?
Thump. Oh, there's a little clippity clop.
Horses and such. Philip, tell me about your week.
No.
Alright.
That's a no from me.
Kelby,
Yeah,
tell me about your week.
you know.
You can't say no.
Okay, I mean, there were 7 days in it.
Wow, really? Mine only had 6.
Oh, I guess we're on the. Well, whatever. Who's counting?
Honestly, no.
No, I don't know.
Alright.
No, well, I had a partial snow day on Friday, so my exam was canceled, and that was good. But yeah, that's about it.
Hmm.
Uneventful.
Solid.
Yeah, solid. Yeah, that's about it.
Yeah, solid. Great. No, that's exciting.
Yeah, not really. I'm sorry.
You guys have boring
Operating
lives.
grader. Yeah, that's true.
Accomplish more things.
Yeah, I know.
So I tell myself. Well, what'd you do? How about yourself? What's
Well,
your
you
life
know
like?
what? I'm glad. Shit, I almost went on the. I'm glad you asked because I DM'd on Monday and Friday. I had comedy
yeah?
sports practice on Thursday. Last
Uh-huh.
Friday, I had a comedy sports game. We lost, but we were
Oh,
still
comedy
better than
sports?
comedy sports. That is the sport I am in.
What is that?
It is a show with improvisational games
That's the word.
held
Aw.
in the theater, and it's comedy, and it's funny, and it's great. And I'm getting better and better at it.
What do you
it's
do? Are
really
you
fun.
like one of the contenders, sort of? Or are you like on the
So-
stage
So there's
doing
on
improv?
the stage, you've got like a box, right? And you have 2 teams on each side of the box, and there's a little tiny box in the middle, and there's a ref.
Mm-hmm.
And you play comedy theater games, which are all improv. And there's like different rounds, and there's 2 halves. So obviously, the first half, one team will play. Second half, another team will play.
Yeah.
And you know, we rotate out players and stuff, and it's real fun, funny. It's held in the theater. It's great. And yeah, I'm getting pretty good at it. This is my first year. I was gonna do it last year, but like, I had D&D on Friday nights, and they had games on Friday nights, so I just kind of like.
Kind
I
of blew it
thought
off.
D&D
Be like,
I thought D&D was
D&D is
more important, and it was, and I'm glad I stuck with you guys. But yes,
Well,
that is my thing. And I'm gonna switch out of my AP class, hopefully join Theater 2, and switch around a couple of my classes as soon as the semester wraps up. So
That's cool.
hoping for some change in my tour. But
Yeah.
other than that, just
So you're on the
average.
semester system? Like,
Yeah, we have 2 semesters in a year. We also have quarters, just like for teachers to do like checkpoints, kind of.
oh.
So.
Well, that's
Yeah.
probably kind of what I did then, back in high school.
Grades reset every semester, not every quarter.
Oh.
Yep.
Huh, that's... Yeah, I guess.
I'm
I
currently
was on a
passing all
system.
my classes.
That's nice. By a good margin? Or just, like, at sea level?
I said I'm
Yeah.
passing all my. No, that's a pretty decent margin.
D
Like,
is passing. So.
no.
Yeah,
For
it's-
my parents, C is passing. B is failing. So the reason why I'm here tonight and I have my phone is because I'm passing all my classes. So, yep.
Yeah.
But other than that, that's pretty normal, man. Pretty great.
Yeah. Typical
Yeah.
week.
Just enjoying my life as a high schooler.
Yeah.
Making
Yeah,
the
gotta
most
enjoy
of
it while
every
you
day.
can.
Making all the jokes. Inside each joke is a tiny revolution.
Wow, words to live by.
Yep.
Really visionary.
I don't really live by any words, but you know, if those were the words, I feel like it'd be great.
Yeah, pretty good. Pretty decent words as far as you can go. With words and stuff, but you know.
You know, words and saying things. So, Philip, I ask again, how was your week?
It's good. Done with work
Good.
for a bit. I'm gonna take a few days off, but since they haven't scheduled me,
I see.
tired of working till 4 a.m.
Hmm.
You're pretty much just working like nights or afternoon night type of
Yeah,
deals
during
or
the
something?
weekends I work from 7 to 3:30.
No, okay.
Wow. That is a
8-day
long
shower shift.
Yeah, 8-ish hours. Yeah, it's a long time.
I feel like I would kill myself. Just like for how long that
Wow.
would be.
Wow.
No offense.
Whoa.
I'm
No, I mean,
considering
like-
it, I guess.
No,
Now that
don't.
you say that.
no.
Now you bring it up.
No, it's just like I can't see myself doing like a job for like 8 hours a day. I have to,
What do you...
obviously.
Yeah.
But like I just like can't see myself like right now being able to like focus on that one thing for like 8
Well,
hours.
that's like the only thing I need to do. So it's that and paying for
Mm.
rent, so it's not that hard.
Alright. Adult things. Not ready for that. Nope. So, Copper, how was your week? Anything new, fun, or exciting?
Nope. Still job hunting. Nothing new.
Same old, same old.
Well, I'm gonna text my friends now, so.
Okay, goodbye.
I'm dull and boring. Sorry.
No, you're just an adult.
Same thing.
I mean that with the most, all the love in my heart.
Yeah, boring. Pff, old people.
Old people with jobs, ew, responsibility, uck.
Yeah,
I don't even have to pay for my own gas yet. It's amazing.
that's nice.
You will. You will.
You
No!
will.
Parents are gonna pay for my gas forever. Hopefully, not. That would be kind of sad.
This is very joyous music.
Yeah. Makes me
I
want to
feel
go
like this
skip
is
through a
like
meadow.
Maple Story or something. It's a game.
It is a game.
Damn, how long does Chad take?
I'm gonna go make some tea.
Nerd.
He's... Oh! Maple Story. Okay. I'm keeping my headset on. No, I'm not. Wait, you guys. He... Text me when he gets back.
I won't do that.
Hello.
Welcome back.
My
Chad, check your
Here.
messages
which messages?
on your phone messages.
On my phone messages. Where's that? Not only can I not think of the word booth, but I cannot also find my phone. Let's see. Messages. That's dope.
If
Yeah,
yay, then can you send me the file you're using on Roll20?
Okay, you're back, Nico. So, are you still talking to him?
Yep.
Okay. Because I walked in and you weren't in here and it was really awkward. I was like, I looked at him like, I'm gonna sit down and they'll just like watch me.
You're just
like,
being recorded.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry about that. I don't know if I can even hear you.
Path returned. You okay, Chad?
Yes.
Good.
Yeah, I'd be cool with it. I wish I could get money for it, but I don't know how to do that. But it's cool.
Question mark?
Let's see. Do I just put it on Facebook or what?
Or Discord. Or you could like submit it directly to the subreddit if you want.
Okay.
Off Imager.
Do I have to have an account? Oh, I don't want to do that.
Or you can just make an Imager link and give it to me. You don't have to have an account for that.
There. Wait, so people are actually looking at the Reddit?
No, the stream right now.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah.
Hi,
Cool.
people.
So they heard me talking about trying to profit. Great. Hey guys.
Everyone just left.
I know.
And they're like, oh. Never mind.
Is the live stream on Reddit? Right
No,
now.
it's on Twitch.
Twitch.
Ah, Twitch TV.
Should I go interact with the chat?
Come follow
I'm kidding.
twitch.tv/Dr_Dare for all the latest D&D.
Oh my gosh, we have 2 viewers! Ah!
We had 4, but then we went on break. And now we're going.
Come back!
Vonnie deserves an audience.
You kidding? This is amazing. Wow, 2 people are watching us play D&D right now. So we should probably start playing D&D right now before they're like, yep, no, this is boring.
Is everyone back?
Yeah, I'm
I
definitely
think-
gonna get a partnership at this rate.
I'm here.
Yay!
Sean said the internet is not good enough to work Discord.
Aw. Wait, no! Do I have to go by myself? No! How am I gonna...
You could like tell us about it and You
I
can
can do
go
it
figure
by
out where it is and
myself.
then, like,
Wait.
contact us.
Or maybe you should all go as a group, since there's probably a large group of people there too.
Well, I mean, can we
Yeah.
get there in a speedy amount of time?
No. This is not a combat encounter type thing.
See, that's what I thought.
There will certainly be
big
no
deal.
fighting
I'll just
here
go
in
in
this
by
certain
myself.
thing, where someone is obviously being burnt alive.
Yeah, no big deal.
Okay, we're
What? I'm abandoned the house before
Sean's here. Okay, come on, Sean. Let's go.
Okay.
Hey, Sean! Happy. Okay.
Whoa. Happy.
Happy.
What happened to you guys while I was gone?
We drank a lot of Grundy's thing.
I didn't drink any of Grundy's thing.
Uh-huh.
I'm not ready for Grundy's.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I
I'm
don't like
drinking
this.
my tea.
All right, returning back
Okay.
from the break.
So we're swiftly heading towards. He's swiftly heading over here, so we could head over to there. Correct?
Okay, so everyone is heading towards Copper's house except Copper. Is that correct?
Yes.
When all your friends show up at your house.
As
but you're not
is
there.
tradition.
Copper, are you in on this or?
No, Copper's doing his own thing.
No, I'm still going
You know,
going on my own thing.
Being his own strong, independent.
Why though?
No, I'm kidding. Copper, you're welcome to join us.
That my friends are competent.
Oh, don't lie.
Wrongfully.
I'm
Okay, so
extremely
what's going on?
competent. Aethys and I catch him up.
Well,
catch me up?
Maybe.
Are we next to
maybe
each other?
Grundy actually needs to be caught up.
I don't know
Oh,
where.
okay.
Yeah, I don't. Where are Grundy and me? I mean, we're on
Okay,
the
so
ground.
we're all
We're
at
at Cop's
Copper's
house.
house.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. So you
Yeah,
guys go
and we're
from
waiting
the
for.
bastion.
I'm waiting for Aethys to get there. Are you guys coming with us?
Somebody,
Oh.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I can't fly.
I can take a couple people with me.
Yeah,
Like,
and I can have
two.
one person on the broom.
Okay, I'm going to say this.
Okay.
Okay. All of the very heavy ones.
Yeah.
All of the very heavy ones.
Okay.
We have 166 total people.
Okay.
So Grundy with us too, I guess.
I was at the house. Yeah, I guess. Whatever.
Okay, so I'll just follow on my broom. Hello.
Yeah, if weight allows it for the carpet.
Yeah,
Let's let him.
I could probably take Ulrich on my broom.
Look at you.
Mm,
I'm surprised.
You're not too heavy.
Well,
he's not too heavy.
well,
He's
and I also
Probably
have
weighs over
armor
200
on.
pounds.
Oh,
Yeah, way.
you're on your own, bud. I like the speed of my broom as it is, and I like to be
Oh,
high off
Okay,
the ground.
thank you.
Oric is a proper, like, yoked man of the north.
Yeah, fairly large.
My apologies.
6'4", probably 220 without armor on.
Woo!
With
You're-
armor, I mean,
You're a
I'm
man.
like at least at 250.
He's not a man, he's a bear.
Bonnie's just like this thin, like elf, just like
Yeah.
she's pretty much me, but with
Yo,
like
what's up?
more,
Yo, what's up?
more of the curves.
Yeah, I mean, there's a reason why Ulrich has like 150 hit points or something.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys eventually, after a few minutes of awkward communication, all arrive at the front doorstep of Copper's home, which you just left like 3 hours before.
So we're gonna set down our stuff and then we're gonna head out
Okay. Where
while
are
we're
you?
waiting for Aethys.
So Aethys, okay, you drop off everything you bought,
Mhm.
minus perhaps, no. What are you leaving?
We're leaving the kegs and I'm leaving the wine. And
No,
I'm-
we definitely need those on our mission.
Okay, I'll bring the wine.
Just kidding.
Okay.
Fine, I'll leave the wine. So should we distribute the minor potions now? I mean, I want to keep the fart potion because I think that's cool. But if
Wait,
anyone-
what is it?
It's a potion of gaseous form.
Oh, that's Keyleth's thing, right?
Kinda, yeah.
Except it only takes a bonus action to dispel.
Mhm.
Okay.
I'll just have it on hand in case anyone wants it. We have 7 minor potions of healing, though.
I don't need any more because I just have the one.
Okay. So I'll just keep them on me until someone needs them.
Hand them
Okay.
out to Grundy and Ulrich and stuff.
Okay, how many guys do you
Sure.
want? How many how many do you guys want? Because I want at least 2. So,
With potions?
yes.
Well, I already have like 4 potions, so I could take one.
Okay, so you have 1.
I'll take 1 or 2.
Okay, so you can have 2, so that leaves like 2 left. I don't know. Math is not my strong suit. Ever.
I mean, it's literally like 3 minus 1. Or 7 minus
Toby,
1.
shut the fuck up. Stop making me feel so stupid.
I'm sorry.
I'm just gonna drink my tea and shut up now. So you distribute the potions. Don't feel like thinking right now. Stop it. I'm a literature main.
Okay.
Okay,
So,
so
We're on our way.
you drop off your particular items. Athos, roll a intelligence check.
Roll whatever it is for me. I'm not on roll 20.
Yeah. Let's see. Where actually is it? There it is.
This is
Okay,
You can
Pyra.
add a D4 if you're feeling lucky.
Jeez. Okay.
Our DM is dying.
I'm dying. Ooh. Okay. So you're going off. You're going off like this, the directions that you saw in literally half a second as you kind of like zoomed through space super quickly in your scrying spell, and you rolled a 10.
Okay.
So you kind of start leading your crew, and it's like a protection mission in World of Warcraft where the guy is like going super freaking slow, and yeah, so Athos is just kind of like looking around, like, did I go this way? Yeah, I went this way.
Athos,
You kind of go
please.
down the wrong street a couple of times, and it takes you like 40 minutes, but eventually you get back in front of the Bastion Tavern. And you're sitting there and you're like, I think this is the place.
This makes sense. She didn't want us talking about her anyway.
Whoop. Pretty sure
Right.
they're dead by now.
Well, we asked about Iris, and the woman kindly and politely showed us out, while a shady group of people were looking at us weird. So it makes a lot of sense that we're here. Not that there's a plot. This is just real life. I am just a real person.
I'm just a real person.
I'm a real person.
Shut up, chat. Okay. Continuing.
Oh, we
Alright.
go
Yeah.
inside? I go inside.
You go inside.
I don't know.
I'm going inside.
Okay. Going
Not
inside.
dramatically or anything, just casually strolling.
Going inside. Make a perception check for me, really quick.
Beyblade, let it rip. Perception?
Yeah.
23.
Looking around the room, you don't notice the bartender isn't the one you spoke to isn't there, Gale. She's noticeably absent. There are a few more patrons of the bar, and you notice standing next to one of the staircases is a man in a similar cloak to that of the people you saw in the booth before. He's just kind of standing with his arms crossed, kind of leaning across the wall, I guess, next to the staircase.
Alright, I'm just
Kind
gonna
of looking.
start. I'm just gonna start walking up the staircase, just like act like it doesn't matter.
Okay.
Is it upstairs or is it an up or down staircase?
It's up. It goes up. Up.
Up, up. I go up the staircase.
Okay. What's your passive perception?
Oh, 10.
Nice. Okay. Well, let me
Not
roll
passively perceptive at all.
Are we really marching in without checking for
Wait,
traps?
your passive perception is 10 plus your wisdom modifier, right?
something. Yeah.
So
Or
it's
your
13.
It's 10 plus your
Perception modifier?
perception.
Okay, so it's 21. My thing just says it's 10.
Yo.
So it's 21. And I'd like to, like...
You notice the man standing there, he notices you when you walk in. As you're kind of approaching, he's still standing there, but he starts to kind of like... He starts to kind of like look across the rest of the bar, not really paying attention to you as you're walking. But as you walk past, you see that he has like some sort of like a wooden tile almost, like some sort of little talisman. And as you walk past, he snaps it in half, but nothing happens.
Well, I believe we just tripped an alarm. Alright. I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna smile politely at him as I walk by.
He's not even looking at you. He has his hood up and everything. Actually, as you start walking past him, he just starts walking out.
Alright, alright.
Okay,
Should have killed that guy.
You start walking up the staircase. And you get to the second story, which it has a circular balcony that surrounds the entire space with rooms kind of going in all directions. You can look down into the bar level. There are a few individuals like walking in and out of rooms. None of them stand out really immediately.
Aethys, did you see anything specific in your scry?
Did I?
Only what you actually remember me saying.
Did it go down or up?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Okay. Okay, so something was on fire. I'm assuming it wouldn't be in one of the rooms, it'd be somewhere else. Which doesn't narrow things down very well.
You hear one of the door creak open, you're like, "Grr." And out walks this like 18-year-old-ish girl and kind of like tries to scoot past you guys on the balcony, and she's kind of like looking at both of you guys like really strangely.
I grab her arm and say, "Excuse me." Hello.
Hello.
Hi. My name's Vonnie. What's yours?
Jane.
Jane. That's a very lovely name. Jane, we're looking for something.
I'm sorry, I'm late for class. Can I leave?
I was wondering if you could help us. You seem rather tense.
Make a perception, or make a persuasion check.
Oh, goody, I'm great at those. Persuasion?
Yep.
They're really close together, so it's kind of confusing sometimes.
I suppose I have a minute. Are you lost?
Actually, I believe I've lost someone. Actually, my friend. Do you know Jaina Iris? I can't find her anywhere.
Yes.
Insight.
She's a student, and she was scared because 4 mercenaries were walking up the stairs, and one of them grabbed her.
Okay, that's fair. I don't look like a mercenary. Yeah, actually I do.
What? You know, bullshit. There's no way you don't.
Alright. Fair enough.
Okay, let me
You look like an innocent
real
commoner. Leather armor. With the weapons.
I wish I wrote this down more. Anyway.
Chad, I like to grab people and question them. I feel like you're doing this right now.
Jaina Iris? You mean Professor Jaina Iris?
Yes.
Teacher of neuromancy?
Yes.
And astral projection?
Yes. Her.
I'm afraid she's been missing for about 3 days.
Oh. Damn it. No one knows where she's gone. Did she say anything before she left? Do you have her as is she one of your professors?
I think she said to study scrying for the next exam. But anyway, I'm late.
Oh, thank you so much.
Um,
I let go of her arm. Have a good day.
She kind of like pulls her arm back and awkwardly leaves.
So that wasn't her. But she's a
Okay.
professor.
Jaina is?
Jane is a professor. She's been missing for 3 days. And she's a neuromancer. Which is someone who studies dreams? Right? Like a dream kind of? They like have like dreams and their astral projection-y, right, Chad?
But, roll a
She was in The Witcher, and a
roll
neuromancer was...
a arcane
Sorry.
check or whatever. I don't know if Vonnie knows what a neuromancer is. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're kind of confused. It might either be like protection spells or maybe fireballs. It's kind
That's
of,
right, magic is kind of weird.
It's kind yeah.
I'm not sure what a neuromancer
It's not
is.
quite your field.
Aethys, do you know what a neuromancer is?
Would I know that? I know protection's abjuration and fire's evocation.
Yeah. Roll an intelligence check with advantage.
Can you roll that, please?
Ah.
I could actually roll for Aethys if I still have access to a sheet.
Let's see.
Yeah, I have access to Aethys' sheet. I'll just roll.
Yeah, it's mostly arcane study relating to dreams and sleep and yeah. Anyway. It's a pretty heavily elven practice, so yeah, it's not a super common thing in Berthelia.
Do we know if Jaina is elven? Or not? Is that an elven name? Jaina Iris? Is that a human thing?
It sounds kind of human.
Sounds, yeah, sounds weird.
Common-ish name. Almost sounds like a made-up name, honestly.
Yeah, I noticed that, but all of our names are so I can't really say anything.
No, my name's
Alright.
real.
My name's Drew.
I'm sorry, Ulrich. Almost all of our names.
Rugenthorpe, yeah.
Rugenthorpe. Hella real. Alright, I want to go into the room she just left.
Okay.
That 18-year-older.
Kind of pushing it in. It's a pretty well decorated room with a canopy bed and a full dresser, a fireplace currently extinguished, a side walk-in closet too, and a bearskin rug on the floor. All dressed in very, very attractive dark woods and kind of red upholstery.
Lovely. I closed the door. Well, gentlemen, I need ideas. We need ideas. Jaina needs ideas. We all need ideas. What's the plan?
Could you do some of your magic or something? I can't really help you there.
I can't do magic.
Aethys?
The closest thing I can
only
do to
thing that
magic.
would help would be locate person, but you have to have met them in the past, but I don't have it anyway.
The only thing I can do with magic is this, and I cast Mage Hand briefly and I wave at her.
Okay.
It's just one of the it's the only cantrip I have.
Yeah, that's just
I
this
mean, I can
blue
scry
glowing
and-
disembodied hand.
I can try again, but that'd be about it.
Okay, I can't really think of anything better.
Okay, I'll do it.
Yep.
Okay.
Maybe I have a slightly better idea of who she is now.
Because you know she's a professor.
If she's a
Neuromancer.
professor here at the, are we at the college or what do we call this place? Is it the university?
We're
It's
in
University
the
City.
tavern.
Okay. Well, if she works here, could we find her office or her living quarters or something? And would you be able to get a clear signal on the scry if we can get some of her belongings or where she's been or something?
Yeah, but that barkeep.
Potentially, it's more
You
like
didn't
a
like the fact
pass-fail
that I
type
brought
of
up her
thing.
name.
It's not
Oh. You can't enhance her chances at succeeding and getting a clear vision?
it won't necessarily be clearer. It's either it works or it doesn't.
Oh, okay.
Last time it worked.
Okay.
Sean, you have word of recall?
Yeah, so I can
That's awesome.
GTFO when I need to.
Is it just you? No, it's you and 5 other people, right? Yep.
Yeah, it's the whole party if we need it to be.
Yo, that's dope. Sorry, I still have access to your character sheet from way the fuck back when, so I can roll for him if you want.
So
Chad.
what's happening?
Sean
scry again?
is scrying.
Okay.
Well, okay.
Let me just roll this. Save real quick.
All right.
And she sucks at rolling.
Oh, so I'll see her.
So you feel your attention. It's like you've done this very few times, and it's kind of unsettling every time. It's like your consciousness is just torn out of your body super quick, and you fly across the room towards the other side of the balcony quick, and fly into one of the doors. And again, you see the glow, like the red glow of the firelight, filling the room. You don't see any people in here, even the body of a burning corpse. Kind of everything looks like it's been ransacked, and this time, like there's nobody in the room.
Okay.
Aethys, what did you
Can
say?
I make a mental note of which door and stuff that was?
Okay, it's kind of more of a general direction type deal, I'd say.
Okay.
But it's definitely on the opposite side of the balcony, so you go over that way. Everybody, you can roll perception checks, investigation checks.
I will. No.
Jenny, can you do mine too,
Okay.
please?
What do you want, perception or investigate?
Perception, yeah.
So I rolled the 21, Sean rolled the 18.
Okay, so as you get across, on the other side of the balcony, you see
Oh god.
you see a long red carpet that's kind of running down this side of the hall, and it appears as if someone had kind of run down it, and it kind of slid out of exact position, and it's kind of running up a side stair to a possible third story / kind of attic area.
So should one of us check the attic and door? Question mark?
I'll check the attic.
All right. Is there a clear marking in the carpet which door was like entered? Like
It
where
could be
slid out
like
more
it
than-
could be up the stairs, or it could be the room right next to the stairs. Either one.
I'll check the room right next to the stairs.
Okay, so is anyone going with Ulrich?
I will.
Okay.
Brendan, do you want to come with me?
Yeah.
Yay! We might have to hit shit, so just be prepared for that. Hey, I can see Ulrich now! Holy crap!
Oh,
Chad's the odd one
Hey.
out.
Let me just try to reconnect then.
2.5
yeah,
hours
alright.
in.
yeah.
So, I would like to just check for traps on the door before I touch anything. Because that's like my one sole job. So, check for traps is, an investigation? Insight? Check me for traps. Chat. Perception?
Investigation.
Aha. Indeed. 16.
You kind of draw out one of your daggers and kind of stick it in between the door and the door frame and slide it up. It doesn't meet any resistance, and kind of like look in the keyhole for anything. Look underneath. It appears to be clean.
Alright, open the door. Cautiously.
A similar room to the last one. Maybe a little bit more disheveled. Not like intensely so. The color of the upholstery is like slightly different. It's like a hotel. Every room you go into is like slightly different, but kind of a carbon copy.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Can I just like
Dead.
look Can I
God
look around
damn
the
it.
room for like
How did that hit me?
anything?
Yeah. Perception check.
Wait, it hit
Grundy, find
Jared
anything
first.
interesting.
I blame Jared.
I think. Wait, Grundy.
Getting hit
Oh
by
yeah.
stuff.
Okay.
Grundy,
Let me
I rolled a
okay.
13.
Then she could throw out her,
hold on.
Grundy, help!
well, if you hadn't got caught by it, I would have.
You kind of like, you kind of peek around the room a little bit, and nothing seems super out of place except you kind of look on the nightstand and there's a petrified rose, just like there.
I'm going to take it
Really?
Okay.
with me.
You're just gonna grab it?
I'm going to check it for traps
Watch
first.
Me mage hand at least.
As you do.
How else are you supposed to find out how it works if you never like touch it?
As you do,
You
Touch
one of
the
the
bell.
one of the petrified leaves kind of cracks
Oh god, I'm
and
dead.
floats off and falls on the
They
floor.
got 6.
Great. Now you
Nothing
start
else
the
really
countdown
happens.
for the apocalypse.
No.
Okay, Ulrich and Athos, as you're investigating the other room, you start walking up kind of a creaky staircase. Like, you can smell a slight smell of smoke coming from like a fireplace.
Mhm.
You enter a room and kind of there's two
What's this guy
windows.
doing?
One of them is actually flung open, and kind of the cold November breeze or the fantasy month breeze. I forgot the name. It's kind of like blowing in, and this place looks tossed. There's
Ooh.
like chairs are knocked over. There's papers all over the place, kind of being burned. Sheets are moved around, and
Are they actively on fire or are they already burned?
they're being
Burnt?
burned. Like
Being
there's like piles of paper like around the fireplace,
Oh,
and some of them
Jesus.
are being burned. As you do, you feel lightheaded for a second. You feel an impact, and then this burning pain that shoots straight
they have
into your
so much
teeth
CC.
and kind of like tingles your backbone. Athos, as you're like looking up, you see an arrow stuck like right through Ulrich's collarbone and like coming through the back. Ulrich, use so with assassinate.
Oh my god.
Oh my god!
I can't freaking get out of here.
Ulrich, you
Oh yeah, I need
take,
to get out of here.
Yeah,
Ulrich,
right.
you take 53
Holy crap.
points of piercing
The amount
damage
of CC.
Ow.
and 40 points of poison damage.
I'm resistant to poison.
Okay, so you take half the poison damage.
Okay.
But
So that would be 20 points of poison damage. Kelby?
Yeah, 20 poison damage.
as you feel that,
73, yeah.
you look towards the window and you see 3 people. The second one drawing a bow. Let's loose that arrow.
Yeah, maybe you should die, Jared.
Does 19 hit?
No, not 20.
19 misses. Third.
Oh, my
Third
armor
with
class
the-
is messed up right now. I'm pretty sure it's at 20. It says 14. Yeah, it should be 20.
Third with a natural 20.
Yikes.
Oh, we dead.
Okay, the assassins can usually only pop off once, if I'm correct.
There's 3.
I couldn't. I got CC.
Do I hear
Sean,
in
if
the
you'd
other
like to
room?
do anything... Yeah, can we hear the kerfuffle?
No, this is
Oh,
like
wait, they're assassins. They're hella sneaky.
Ulrich
Can I, like,
internalizes.
peering in?
It's the type of pain that when you hit, that when it hits you, you're just like dumbfounded. It's like it's not like scream pain.
Like what
Athos
again?
is still taking, huh?
What was it like again?
Like the classic anime.
Anime.
Yeah.
Cop's blood, just a little...
Okay, the second arrow,
Got a second.
poison tip. You take. Let's see. So let me roll. Ah, jeez, this is a lot. This is a lot to roll.
While this is happening, can I be like, earring, be like, hey guys, how's it going in the other room?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Ulrich, you're having a hard time like hearing at this point.
Yeah, okay.
That's to everyone, just like... Athos.
Okay, so sneak
Oh, God.
attack is okay.
What's the sneak attack, Chad?
It's the number.
I have no ability.
Oh my
Let
god,
me-
you guys!
Let me get out my
More
calculator
rogues.
real
Yeah.
quick.
Ooh.
Oh my god.
Dude, I could kill him.
Athos,
Okay.
how's it going in your room? I just found a weird...
Yeah, we need to take away these ear things.
Why?
Yeah.
Because it completely spoils the dramatic effect.
No,
See.
Yeah.
it's super useful, and it'll like keep us alive.
Okay, hold on.
You just have to wait for me
and
to
you're
call
not
you when
there.
it's my turn.
Hold on.
I know.
Good job.
Hold on. Okay.
Just putting it on.
This happening in a split second.
Yeah.
Split second.
Split second. I should have
Hey
calculated.
guys, so I found a rose.
Okay.
Wow, that didn't kill him. Jesus.
Oh my
Nope,
god.
it didn't kill
Okay. You take 70 points of piercing damage, and then
Whoa!
43 points of poison.
Wait, again?
Yeah.
Those times.
This one catches you like
How do you know?
just shy of your jugular. It's like right in the throat, like Aethys. There's just blood spray on the staircase in front of you, like immediately.
So 43 poison, you said?
Yeah.
So half that?
Yeah.
So
how
would
many
I round
hit points
up
are you
or
at?
run down? If I
Um,
split in half, do I round up or run down if it's like a 21.5?
Damn,
Like-
I don't remember. We'll go down because
Okay,
we took enough.
okay. Thank you.
Okay. So how many hit
Okay,
points do you
here,
have?
let me add this up. 91. Okay, so I'm at negative 45.
Nice.
Okay, thank God you didn't take like full. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my
So that was
God.
your surprise round. Everybody roll initiative.
Mother.
Actually, let
Do
me.
I roll? Not me.
No, hold on. Let me pull up the combat map real quick.
Sean, you rolled a 12.
Not this one. I can't scroll over far enough. I'm sorry.
Oh my god, it's the biggest dwarf I've ever seen.
Trying.
This one. Okay. Okay. So
Wow.
Aethys. It's right here on the stairs.
Wait,
Ulrich.
Joel? TF?
Ulrich, you're just like, yeah. It's pretty much like Ulrich walks into the room and it's like right through your collar,
Yeah.
right through the back of your throat. Like the blood kind of sprays
Like
on
all the way
Aethys'
through?
face. Yeah, like straight through your throat. Luckily, it didn't
Yeah.
stick through. It like pierced through because it's soft tissue. But
So it went all the way through my body?
yeah, and it gets like stuck.
Oof.
It gets stuck in the wall behind you, and then Ulrich's body just starts falling back, and it's kind of like a trust fall down a staircase. Aethys, this huge 200-pound dude just like lands on you as he crumples. The rest of you guys, now you hear like it sounds like a suit of armor has been like pushed down a staircase because both heavily armored individuals are falling down a staircase.
Clinging together.
Practically. Yeah, it's like clink clink. You guys are just off the map down the stairs, so it'll take one round for you guys to get here.
Can I use my
Watch out. Atron's is trying to come from behind.
so I want to use my movement and my dash. Would that get me there?
You can use like a bonus action when you get here, but that's about it.
Okay. So
Okay.
I quickly just like out of the floor, quickly pocket it, and then just like as soon as I hear the clink of armor, I like sprint.
Okay.
As fast as I can.
Yeah, you're just kind of like fiddling with a rose. Grundy's kind of out by the doorway, kind of keeping tabs on everything when you hear the commotion. You guys all start running up the staircase. So, Aethys, did you roll? Do you have an initiative?
Here, can I roll again? Because I actually have no 20 up.
Yeah, that's fine.
Don't like my
Dexterity.
Okay,
I rolled a 22.
Got a 6.
you can actually roll initiative now. I fixed it.
Oh, roll initiative. Did that work? I don't know if that worked.
I don't see it.
I'll just roll it, I guess.
Just use my sword.
Yeah, I don't think it's working for me on that.
Okay, well, what's the number you got for dexterity?
6.
I got 6.
Okay, let me add turn. You said 6?
Jenny rolled me.
All right.
I rolled
Okay,
shot
yeah.
at 12.
Okay,
rolled
12. Ulrich, did you roll one?
No, I thought I was dead. I mean,
Well, I mean, you are, but you might get healed, hopefully.
okay, okay. Yeah, okay.
Chad, I have
Nice
22.
No, he's gone. Sorry, I'll have to do a dex check.
Just use initiative, it works.
Yeah, just use initiative. It works if you click your icon now. Or it should work.
I can't manipulate my icon for some reason.
Or can you drag on an icon then? And just put 'em
Here, let
in?
me try. I'll put in myself.
Yeah, okay, now it works.
Okay, cool.
Here, just a second. There.
Wow.
Okay, good. And then,
Okay.
well, actually, not super great, actually, because the
They're
circumstance.
Sneaky.
Okay.
Heckin' sneaky. I'm 22 if you haven't got it by now.
Okay. It's a tie break, so I'm gonna have them roll again. Just
It's generally
Okay.
whoever has the higher dexterity.
well, I don't think Aethys has a +3 to Dex. Okay. Okay, Aethys. I mean, oh, Grundy. Yeah, so Grundy and
I put my person so it's not messing up the shadows. It's gonna mess up the shadows.
oh, just put him here.
Where do I put my guy?
Just put him right behind Grundy.
Oh.
Oh, I'm 22 now.
I wanted that.
Okay. And
I'm
then
22.
okay, Jenny, roll.
I have rolled. I was the first one to roll. It's been 20.
Are you shitting me?
Did you roll initiative or Dex?
Yes, I rolled initiative. It's above.
She's
It's
gonna
right there.
select her.
Can you do it again?
But it's 22, Chan.
Do it again.
Oh god.
Why not be 22 this time? Fine. Hold on.
Okay, cool.
Eh.
So we have 22, 20,
It's not fair.
19, 14, and 12. And Aethys is last. This isn't super great.
Oh my
Okay,
God.
Grundy,
I
what do
started
you do?
attacking the thing.
I'm gonna rage.
Okay, I mean, what you're going off of here is just like a lot of crashing down the staircase.
Well, from
But you still get rage.
Oh.
I always rage. I'm not gonna go.
Okay.
Bye, Caleb.
Then
we
I
should
put my
honestly die. We
face
should just die.
And make my way down the staircase. And what do I see when I reach here?
Go! Go!
You.
Yes! Okay, word. Hey.
No, I moved.
I know. No, you weren't there to begin with. You were in another room.
Okay,
So,
I moved
like,
down the staircase.
you get basically just here.
Oh, with all my movement?
Yeah, because you were in a totally different room.
Okay. Well, what do I see?
Let's see. Let me actually look what you can see. You can see the room, just kind of disheveled. It looks like it's been ransacked in a way. There's paper strewn across all over the place. Bedding's messed up. Stuff's knocked down. You see a lot of blood. Aethys is holding the limp form of Ulrich, who's just kind of like laying on him, basically. And then out the window with kind of the shutters thrown open are, you can kind of see a couple shadowy shapes on the outside.
Okay, I want to.
Not shadowy, like ethereal, just
Yeah.
dark shapes.
I want to use the rest of my movement to jump down to here and get as far as I can towards the window.
Okay, so let's say you can get just about there.
Where?
God damn.
Where you are.
I am.
You kind of it's actually
I'm
up.
so
You kind of
bad.
grab the railing and pole vault yourself up, kind of propelling yourself off the
I'm not
dresser a little bit,
looking
landing
at
there on the
it.
ground.
I
You can light your hammer if you want.
Okay, yeah, I do that. Well, that
Yeah, so
happens
you-
with my rage, but yeah, I do that as well.
Okay, yeah. So you light your hammer in your hand, looking, not really knowing where to spend your attention, either your friend or the enemy. Vonnie,
Alright.
you get right about here. Wait, why don't you have visibility? That's annoying. Let me add that for you.
Wait, I used include. So that's all my movement and my dash.
You were in a totally. You guys were on a separate floor.
I know.
in a
I wanted
different
to
room.
use my action to
I know.
dash. That was 60 feet.
Yeah.
Okay. So I can't like jump up on the rail.
You can, but Grundy's kind of like right there. You can.
It looks like he's like. I just want to stand on the rail.
Okay. Yeah.
So can I just like pull myself up with my momentum and just like stand on the rail?
Yeah, and then you can use a bonus action if you like.
Yeah, I'll throw my fire dagger.
Oh god.
Okay. Do you have dual wielding?
No, but I don't have a weapon out.
Okay, so it's a
I haven't pulled
17 to
my bow
hit.
yet.
Just
So-
hits.
Yeah.
Okay, it just hits the guy in front.
That's 26, and it does 10 piercing damage.
No, it's 17. Because that's your bonus action to attack. So
Mhm.
it takes. It's basically like attacking with your offhand. So it takes off the
okay.
proficiency and everything. So it's 17.
Okay.
And then. Okay, so you throw the
It's 10
dagger.
piercing.
Okay, so remember which dagger you threw because you don't get it teleported back like Vex
Yeah.
does. Or
Fire dagger.
Vex does. Oh, okay.
My fire dagger. Does it do extra fire damage or?
You didn't light it, you just threw it. You just had a
Oh.
bonus action.
It has to be lit. I thought it was just always lit.
No, it's a bonus action
Yikes.
light.
I'm gonna need that back.
Oh,
Okay, well, you throw the dagger and it kind of stabs in just enough to stick into him, but he kind of like their faces are veiled, basically. But they
Hate sneaky people.
he looks straight at you, and without really any hesitation, just pulls out the dagger and kind of like slips it into his belt. Okay.
I knew that would happen.
Okay.
Now we have to kill
Alright,
these
roll
guys.
a death saving throw.
I don't think you can either.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I think you can, Ulrich.
Is this it? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. You failed. So mark one failure.
Okay. Got it.
It's the assassin's turn.
Assassino.
Assassino. This one in front, he kind of looks to the other two, tears off a necklace, hands it to the one behind him, draws out a short sword and a dagger, and sprints through the open window towards Grundy. Grundy does a 19 hit.
So carry us.
Yes.
Okay. So you take 6 points of piercing damage and 17 points of poison damage.
Motherfucker. At least I only have one shot of poison on his.
So that's 23 halved. I think you have both because you're...
Yeah.
Not because you're raging, because you're a dwarf. Yeah.
What? This is
So 20...
I'm tilted. No, I am
23
tilted.
halved.
Every single time I play, I just don't want to play anymore. I play
Yeah.
again.
Okay.
Do we do 12 or 11?
11. And then the other two are gonna make shots at you with
Wait.
bow.
Counterattack.
Oh, okay. Nice. That hits. Oh my gosh. Okay. You hit into him with your burning hammer, and it kind of like temporarily throws his dexterous form. He's actually going to use uncanny dodge to half the damage. Okay, so
annoying.
okay, so you have 29 halved, so about 15 points of damage. Okay, so he took
I don't get the
15.
rage bonus on the counterattack, do I? I don't know.
I'm not sure.
It's up to you. It's just 3, so it doesn't make that much.
Yeah, I'll add it. It makes things easier for me actually because the math is better. Okay, and then as he's kind of harrying you and taking your attention, the other two are going to draw their bows. You're not kind of aware of their what they're doing. See, so 16 to hit and 19 to hit. 19 hits, I think. Okay, so that and then slash roll.
Yep.
I know.
Oh, I didn't know you're in charge of that.
Okay, so you take another. Okay, so you take 27 points of damage halved, and then you take another 15 points that I don't think you have because it's sneak attack.
I am tilted.
Well,
Don't
we'll
tell
just-
me what I am not tilted or
Yeah,
what I'm
okay.
not am tilted.
We'll just go with that because it's easy-ish, I guess. So 27, 15. It's 2. Okay, 42 damage. So you take 21. 21
Don't worry,
points.
I knocked him down a pretty hefty chunk when I hit him.
Actually, I think they have. Nope, they have multi-attack. They're gonna shoot at you again. Let's see. So, miss and miss. Never mind. So they kind of suck. They're shooting into a cluster and they're missing everybody. Okay. That's good though. Aethys, it's your turn.
How far are the farthest ones from me?
40 feet.
40 feet.
Can I tell which one has the necklace?
Yeah, it's the one directly in the windowsill. You're basically looking across a bedroom diagonally, and there's a window on the far side, and the rogue, like one of the rogues ran through the window and is attacking Grundy. The other one is in the windowsill with the bow.
Okay, I'm gonna familiar fly over.
You're kind of.
Harm.
I'm gonna say that you can do that, but like other spellcasting that requires your hand gestures is gonna be really hard because you're kind of literally holding Ulrich's body right now.
I was just gonna do but won't let me do that. Let's do that. Can I do that? It keeps syntaxing error. My thing is...
What are you trying to do, Sean?
Harm and then second level healing word.
Okay. I got you.
Well, hold on.
Yeah,
What
but
does
he's
Harm
like
actually
leathery.
say?
I can't even actually ban.
What does Harm actually say?
Harm.
It does a lot of damage if they fail a con save.
I'm trying to click ban.
Con
but
save.
it doesn't ban.
Yeah.
Okay.
Harm. You unleash a virulent disease on a creature that you can see. Yes. You can see within a range. Target must make a con saving throw. On a failed save, it takes 14d6 necrotic damage or half as much damage on a successful one. The damage can't reduce the target's hit points below 1. If the target fails the saving throw, the hit point maximum is reduced 1 hour by an amount equal to the necrotic damage it took. Any effect that removes a disease allows the creature's hit point maximum to return to normal before that time passes.
Okay. Let me. Wait, I keep forgetting I have their sheet open. Okay, con. He fails. So he took 38.
38.
Okay. You can kind of see the gray energy kind of taking hold like roots under his skin, but it's weird. It's really weird. Like looking at his face as he takes the damage, it's almost like he's half enjoying it, or like he's been used to it, and he takes only half of the damage.
Are these drow? Like, looking at them, do they look...
It's you only can see their eyes at this point, and it's a very fast scenario, so
okay.
It's gonna be
We'll
hard.
unmask them when we kill them.
Okay, so 38 halved is 19.
They have resistance to necrotic damage? What the crap?
Okay, Grundy.
And then
Sorry.
Or gotta heal.
That's just healing word, the 6.
Healing word
He
second level.
cast it as a higher level. I think.
Oh, so it's 9. Okay.
How much did I
Ulrich,
get then?
Ulrich, you get 9 points of healing. So, standing up, barely able on your feet, like you're feeling the legs underneath you just super shaky, and it feels like you're wanting to vomit, and like all of the warmth in your entire body is just like escaping through your throat.
Yeah.
Like it is not pleasant.
Yeah. Okay.
But anyway,
is
it's your
he
turn.
considered poisoned?
No.
Okay.
Since I have resistance to it. I will. I think I'll. Let's see. I can pop a minor potion first. I think.
Okay. Yeah, so that's a bonus.
2d4 plus 2.
Nice.
That raises me up to 16.
Good math.
And then I'm going to
Yeah, good man.
Good math.
draw my sword
Alright.
and
Can you use second wind?
take a step over here and slash him.
Okay.
Kill him. Kill him to death.
And
So the potion was just a bonus action, so you can attack him a couple times.
yeah, okay. I guess I think second wind is it's not a bonus action. I think it's just a class action, right? So I could still do that.
Yeah.
Okay. I can get 3 attacks.
Hits. Hits.
Okay.
Nice. What's the
It's-
3? Wait, 1d10.
I don't. 9 slashing, 3 something. Oh.
It
How'd I
says
read
rolling
this?
a 10. The 3, the 10, and the 3. It just says that it
D8,
rolls 10.
2 plus 5 plus 2. 1d10.
What is your sword's enchantment's like the blood thing, right? Or which sword are you using?
I'm using the sword with the charges, so
Yeah,
the one
okay.
that holds 5 charges. I don't know why it has that D10 on the right side.
Are you
Yeah, I don't
using
know.
your charges?
Sure.
No, I'm not using my charges.
Okay, so he takes 18.
Wait, why aren't you using the healing sword right now?
I am. I just don't know.
You have to kill somebody to get a charge for that, though.
Yeah, but the second wind, I will use it. I just don't know how much increases my health. Because on the last sheet, I could just click second wind and it would do it for me.
Okay,
I don't
so
know
He
what it
takes.
Oh, 1d10 plus fighter level. Okay.
Right, so he takes 18 plus 7. He's gonna use Uncanny Dodge again.
That's a
For
reaction.
this. Yeah, it's this round though. It was a new round, but it's only for one of the attacks. So he takes 18 plus 7, so 25.
And that's my second wind.
Okay.
Stay alive.
Stay alive.
Mm.
Alright, so you heal another.
That was Hamilton, by the way. Just-
Okay. Bonnie. Actually, sorry. No, that's not right. Wait, it was Ulrich. So that's the assassin's turn again.
What? What?
Wait, how did this
You get
work?
to go 3 times? No, okay. It was Aethys' turn. Aethys healed Ulrich.
Oh wait, why did we go Ulrich then? My
Yeah,
bad.
because he healed him.
Okay,
so
Okay.
Aethys
we
just
got
done
Ulrich
his
early.
turn.
So Ulrich just took a turn.
Yeah, it should have been
Turn.
Grundy.
Yeah. I was gonna say
Okay, well-
something, but then I just maybe
So do you want me to undo everything?
No. We'll just.
skip you next time.
That'll be my turn.
Yeah,
Okay. Well,
we'll get you in the right order next time.
Woo.
okay.
Okay, Grundy.
Alright. I'm going to go ham on the assassin.
Give me back my dagger, please.
In other words, cudgeling him
Assassin.
into ham.
Aw.
All right. Don't even bother adding that up. He's dead.
Okay.
It's as you're hitting him repeatedly, like his face doesn't react to the pain, and like his eyes, they make direct eye contact with you, and they look resolute and almost happy as you just crush his head and against the wall.
Well, I
And
look euphoric.
yeah, it's
What?
it's just this weird. It's like
Does he leave a corpse, or is it?
yeah, it's a body. There's blood. He's corporeal. It's just,
Yeah.
it's almost like a, I don't know.
He's
I
weird.
don't know how to describe it. Okay, so, oh crap! I just deleted their initiative. No.
They were 12.
No,
They're
No, they were
14.
14. Right, my bad.
Yeah.
They were original.
Let's see. Turn. Okay, so there. Okay, Grundy's turn is done. Vonnie.
Alright, so I want to, I have a question.
Okay.
Oh, did you want to
Oh,
do
yeah.
something?
Yeah,
Sorry.
I wanted to move afterwards.
Okay.
Can I get out of my way?
Is
No, don't stand in
is
the
the
door.
window open, or is it made out of something?
Yeah, the window's open.
Okay.
Okay, just bear in mind that your friendly rogue friend likes to shoot things.
Are you yelling at him?
No, just bear it in mind. And if you block the hole that
So
you can
wait,
shoot
does
out of.
this- Does this lead to the same level right here?
Yeah. Kind of. So
Okay, this isn't a roof? Or
it is a roof.
Okay.
So it's an A-frame roof. That's just on the opposite side. And then when you get to the other side, the brown platform that they're walking on is raised off the roof about 5 feet on the left and
Higher
10.
than the roof?
Yeah, because as you're looking out, like you see the street and everything, but this right here is actually a tower. That's kind of why the bastion has its name. So this right here is a stone tower.
Alright, I'm gonna rush forward, jump through the window.
Okay.
If I can get
Make
to it
a acrobatics check.
even if I like brute force it through the window. Not doing that.
Yeah, it's more judging like how you can land on a slanted surface after crushing through. Okay. So you go sprinting through, kind of stepping off the chair, kind of jumping through, half barrel rolling, and you kind of land, and you kind of you realize you misjudged the degree, the slant of the roof, and you start sliding, and you make it to the side, almost like falling off the roof, but you manage to catch your foot in the gutter and hang on. You're right here, so you have about how fast is your hasted speed?
70.
Okay, so you used about 20 to get there, so you had 50. Okay, so you have 25 feet left.
Okay, well then I just want to rush forward and get right there.
Okay, so that'd be another jump, because the platform that they're on is kind of raised up. It's like a walkway that goes from this. Actually, okay, I should rephrase. This isn't a window per se. It's like a double door, like going out onto a porch type deal. But yeah, so that probably would have made a difference. I don't know. Okay, yeah, you can get right there. You could just jump up again about 5-ish feet. Nah, we're good. I already made you roll something. Okay, yeah, so you get right there. All right. Vonnie's turn.
Yay! Okay. Is any part of this made of wood?
The roof is...
No, just like the roof is made of wood? Can I see
the roof
the
and
roof?
this... No.
Can I see this person?
Kind of. They have half cover. They're kind of like leaning down, crouching, and they're being... You know, like in Skyrim when you're stealth archer being... and your bow's kind of sideways? It's kind of that deal.
Cause I'm gonna do something potentially really stupid. Okay. Here we go. If I use... But I kinda wanna do it. Okay, so... No, I'm not. No, I can't. Just, nope. I'm gonna shoot... I'm gonna not do the stupid thing. No, I'm doing the stupid... No, I'm not doing the stupid thing. Okay.
Talk yourself out of it.
I just I've been really
Hurry! This is like 6 seconds.
Okay, so I'm gonna whip out Berthiel, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Dope ass bow chick. I'm gonna be like, deep breath. I'm gonna shoot this guy in the face.
Okay, so he has half cover, so he has +5 to his armor class.
And I want to use... No, I don't want to use that. No, okay, I'm just gonna shoot him in the face.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm like, really? Wait, what?
Hold on.
Hold on. Whoa.
I'm trying to contemplate whether I want to teleport to him or not, and use my bonus action to hit him.
Teleports behind you. Nothing personal, kid.
Okay, no, I'll shoot him.
That misses.
What? Never! How dare you!
He has +5 to his AC.
Is it too late to say I
Just
Additional AC.
18.
What?
It
Oh,
just
okay,
misses. Yeah, okay, so the arrow kind of right in the floor next to him. He kind of looks down for a second, looks back up to you.
It has to hit for you to teleport, future reference.
Yeah, I know.
Like
That's
you
what
physically can't.
Okay, so...
Did it hit the wall behind him? No, it's too late.
It's not a wall, it's like a conical roof.
Damn. I'm gonna run. Jump in the thing, and I want to use my bonus action to throw a dagger at this person right in front of me. Can I
You
just
could just
stab
stab
him?
him.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't have my fire dagger. Okay, I'll use this.
Invade.
I don't think that hits. 16?
7 doesn't hit.
16. Oh, you're
It's your offhand.
right. Okay.
Yeah, so you try to reach out to stab, and he almost like uses his bow like a bow staff and just blocks the blow and throws it to the side. Not the dagger out of your hand, but just.
I was like, wait, it knocks the dagger. No, it does not. Does not.
No, he just knocks your blow out of the way.
Because I'm running out of daggers. I have like 3 more, but they're all like regular.
Damn it! She flashed. Got 2 flash.
I
Okay,
know what I'm talking about because I play League.
Okay,
no,
alright.
okay, I have like a +1 dagger, and they have like 3 regular.
Jeez. Okay. Ulrich.
I have a collector's problem.
You're gonna have a really hard time shooting anybody. Just gonna tell you that right now. Ulrich?
Oh, I already used my turn.
Oh, right.
That's right.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, it's 2000's turn.
Assassino. Sorry.
This guy actually didn't. So this guy didn't use his reaction. Oh, it's just a bonus action. So he's gonna. This guy right here is gonna use his cunning action to disengage, and then he's gonna use his full action to GTFO.
Oh my god. I swear.
Yeah.
To God.
Swear to God.
So
Project Nami, huh?
If
he.
he's running by me,
That looks
he
No,
runs away.
because
From
you
me.
get
Do
just-
I get? Oh, he
She's a
disengaged.
fish.
He disengaged.
Freaking rogues, man!
Okay, so he turns around and runs straight into the tower. The one on top is going to use his cunning action to dash, his action to dash, and his full movement. So he's out of here.
Go on.
You can try. Okay, yeah, they're sprinting away,
I
like
can sprint
Naruto
just as fast as
ninja
him.
style. Like, yeah. Okay,
Oh,
so
you didn't. We're gonna get that.
okay, so we're kind of.
We gotta
Okay.
follow him. I'm going after them. That's the
Aethys,
plan.
it's your turn. You're
Jenga.
not close to a window. You're like 20 feet from a window, and even if you were there, you couldn't see them. So you have no visibility on the bad guys at all, and probably not the speed to catch up.
Wait, Aethys, can you grab my fire dagger, please?
Where is it?
It's on the dead body right here. Took it.
No.
Yeah, he took it. He pocketed my dagger. I threw it at him.
Oh yeah, you're lucky. You're very lucky.
Motherfucker has my fire dagger. I want that back.
Can I run to the window and get on the carpet and go out?
Okay. Yeah. So you run to the window, about 20 feet. Whip out the carpet.
Wait, I healed
Okay, so we're kind of changing. It's not combat anymore. It's going to be a skill challenge.
No.
These guys are as fast as Wani, and they have a head start, and they're sneaky, and this is in the middle of the day, so they're going to be able to hide, go into places in the city that you don't know about. So skill challenge. The one in front of Grundy dashes past you, Grundy. As you're kind of swinging, it just buries itself into the wood floor, swings open the door, and starts descending the staircase.
Wait, what? The one that used the disengage?
Yeah. Okay, so... is anybody pursuing?
I'm pursuing. Can I use my reaction?
Yeah, I feel
Can
like
I
you-
use my reaction to ask Ulrich to please get my fire dagger off the body, and then I'm gonna go after him.
Okay.
Just
you have
like,
like
please.
1 second. You're like, or
Grab my
fire
dagger.
dagger on the body.
Fire dagger in the guy!
What?
No.
You asked this to a man who's literally bleeding out of his neck, but
Yeah.
yes, okay.
Yeah, I give
my
him her the
dagger.
thumbs up.
You're like,
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's not like he can just chase after super speedy rogues right now.
You're right.
so-
Okay, but we're in the middle of an intense thing. Okay, so as they're running, Grundy, are you wanting to pursue at all?
Yes.
Okay, so I need you to roll a athletics check.
God damn, it's so hard to hit Nami's shoot.
Okay, so the rogue individual is just running down the staircase as fast as you can, as you or the ladder as fast. Actually, it is a staircase. As fast as you can. You get to the edge, and you're like, "This is kind of like a mine shaft," and you just kind of like barrel roll down and like roll down the staircase. You get to the bottom. You're catching up with him a little bit, Vonnie. In your pursuit. Yeah,
Okay,
you're running after him. This guy's running across the rooftops and over towers.
Can I see
what are you
him?
gonna try to do? Roll a perception check.
How much time do I have?
None.
None? I
None.
can't shoot at him to try to teleport to him? Because I know an arrow is a lot faster than I can run.
Okay.
Really? Not really at this point. he's beyond the tower. Okay, so you're looking
Can I shoot
around, kind of like
something near him?
You don't even see it right now. This is what you're rolling for. So you kind of grab your broom in one hand and will it to levitate, so you get to the top of the tower. As you look down into the cityscape below, you can kind of see the streets, and it takes a couple seconds. You're just sitting there. You're like, I know I'm losing time. This guy's getting away, and you just manage to catch a glimpse of his back as he cuts down through an alley about 70 feet down the road a little bit. And
Okay.
so,
I have a question. Can
Yes.
So I have a cloak that can let me fly. First of all, what time of day is it?
daytime.
Fuck. Never mind. Broom time.
Okay.
Oh man.
Can I run faster than my broom?
Yes.
Okay, so can I broom down to the floor and then just use like the rest of my movement to freaking sprint after him?
Yeah.
Because that'd be a lot faster than my broom.
I mean, you could probably just jump down and do a dex
Yeah,
check
I
and roll
guess.
out of it. You're
Oh,
pretty.
I have a thing for jumping off of buildings and stuff.
You do.
Yeah. I don't
Okay.
remember exactly what that does, but I have a thing for that.
Oh, well, I was gonna go
I
into
can use
that.
my bow to jump off
can-
the thing.
You can use your bow to.
What you're shooting at, you can tell.
But I didn't go in there.
So did I see?
Okay,
Can I,
you
is there
can
anything
use your
soft
bow.
I can
You
shoot
can use your bow
into?
to attack him, but you're gonna have disadvantage, and he's gonna have
No, I'm
the
saying she
added
can use
half
it
cover.
like shoot at another roof or at another tower or something.
I thought you
kinda
said
like
I had to
a-
hit somebody.
Well, if I'm saying I want to shoot into the wall, because I remember when I first got the bow,
I can't. I don't have anything. I don't have
I
any.
shot into the wall and I teleported with my arrow. If I like
God
hit
damn it.
Okay, make a dex check to see like how.
just straight dex,
Yeah.
can I look that? I'm gonna look that. That's
Very
better.
good. Yeah, that is better. Okay, so you one of your ethereal arrows, feeling the familiar sensation, you shoot it. Kind of your vision flying with the arrow as it sticks into a wall, and you kind of shoot out about
Wait,
10 feet away from him. He's booking it down an alleyway,
I use
but you're
just
gaining
like-
on him.
Do I have a bonus action?
This isn't action,
Okay,
bonus action.
okay,
This is like
I'm
a
gaining
challenge
on this
thing.
son of a bitch.
You're gaining on him. Grundy. So you're gaining on him too, but he's about 30 feet ahead of you at this point. And then he starts like puts it into second gear, and he starts like booking it. Except he's going down the same street the other way.
So he's on the stairwell now? Is that something?
Yeah, he's out of the stairwell. He
Oh, no.
actually it's not. It doesn't open up into the street. Sorry. He gets to the bottom of the stairwell, bursts through the door. He's about 20 feet ahead of you. As you run through, you can. You don't have a very long time to kind of perceive this room, but it's just full of huge barrels and chain mechanisms. You kind of get the feeling this is the lower cellar for the Bastion. This is where they store all of the rest of the alcohol. And there's lots of small crevices that he can use to his advantage to kind of jump in
Stay on target.
dexterity
Oh,
through.
God.
How do you want to catch up to him?
Wait, so he's in the street, but
No, he's not. Sorry, I messed up
Off
with
the
the
side?
street part. Yeah, you. No, the other guy that Vonnie's chasing is in the street. The guy that you were chasing, he went down, deep down into the tower, and it actually got into the cellar below the bastion. And he's kind of. It's like a parkour gym basically in here with like barrels and chains raising and lowering, but he's running through it. So how do you want to try to catch up to him?
Do I still sight of him?
Fucking
Yes.
rogues, man.
Okay, so there's chains and stuff?
Yes.
Swing
Can
from
I-
them.
Yeah, can I use like my strength to grab on and push off and swing from chain to chain?
Okay, yeah, make an athletics check.
Freaking Tarzan. I forgot what the Tarzan noise was.
I'm
I
still-
just made a random.
Okay, so
There you go.
So in your rage state, you're not even sure how you calculated this at all, but you just kind of grab a random chain that's hooked up to a pulley mechanism and yank it up, and it raises one of the barrels up that he was going to jump over just enough where he kind of like hits into it awkwardly and falls on the ground.
Nice.
And it gives you enough time to kind of run up to him, catching up to him a little bit more, but he manages to get up and starts running farther. He's only about 15 feet ahead of you at this point. Vonnie.
Yes.
So you managed to shoot
Wait,
and
can
teleport.
I do something?
Yeah.
So bounce between the two of them like 5 times.
Yeah.
Yeah, God damn it.
Sorry.
Can I go after someone?
Okay. How do you want to go after them?
On a broom.
You don't have a broom.
No, sorry, on a carpet.
Okay.
Like, why are you
Um,
procuring this broom?
Okay, so you can kind of be the police helicopter. Jumping up on your flying broom, or your flying carpet, you start flying up in the air. Make a perception check to see if you can kind of locate where they are. Or where Vonnie's person is.
She says.
Okay.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, flying up in the air, you see as the assassin who's trying to get away from Vonnie runs past a sort of merchant stall, and he grabs a stand that has a bunch of barrels on it, like classic movie, and like topples it over in front of her to kind of disrupt her path. And it kind of slows her pursuit, but you manage to kind of fly up and
Do I
you're in a
see it
position-
just like run, like fly past me?
he's not that fast.
Oh.
He's kind of flying up to get a more visual perspective, I think.
How
But he's not like flying past me.
many feet from me is the...
That's too bad.
A long way. Like,
Yeah, I'm 10 feet away from him right now, Sean. I got him.
He's been dashing for. He's been going 90 feet around, so like 180-ish.
Okay, I can do 300. I'm a dimension door on top of him with all of my weight.
Oh shoot!
Really, Sean? Wow.
Okay, make a what's spellcasting door check skill.
That was.
It's not a spell casting. It's just teleporting where I want to, but I can teleport. Like,
I know, but this is,
off the ground on him.
I know it's a very specific request, so I'm just gonna
Okay.
have you do a check. What's your? Do you cast with your wisdom?
Yeah.
Okay, so make a wisdom check.
Good
Just
try.
straight wisdom.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Okay. You. What were you planning to do? Dimension door above him and kind of follow him?
I thought you were.
Yeah, just like dimension door him into the ground.
Okay. You didn't roll quite high enough, unfortunately. You dimension doors to where you're about
Wait, deal?
30 feet away from him, but there's kind of a market stall in front of you, kind of barring your path. But you are a lot closer to him now than you were before. Grundy says,
Hi,
There's a-
Mr. DM, sir. Is it my turn?
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just curious.
Get out, get out, get out, get out.
I mean, you just did Grundy and Ethan.
You have flash?
Yeah. Okay.
So am I keeping up with him or am I gaining on him?
Make a dexterity. Or make it acrobatics.
Is it an acrobatics check? Oh, can I use my dexterity check?
Yeah, they're doing
You
right.
can use a luck on your acrobatics.
Yeah, that's the plan. Okay,
Yeah.
that's better.
Ugh.
Okay.
I have a little bit of that. Oh, let's kill him.
Yes.
Yeah,
So you managed to
he doesn't
vault
flash.
over his attempted disruption knocking over the barrels effortlessly, and you kind of land into a barrel roll, pick up on your feet unhindered, and start sprinting after him, actually catching up to him. You're within tackle range of him.
Can I tackle him?
Cool.
Make a athletics check.
Oh god, no! I never played football growing up. It's gonna be shit. I'm gonna use my last luck to do this. Okay, that was worth it.
Okay, so as he's sprinting, his attention is immediately torn away from you as you hear, like, on a side street, not on this one necessarily, but you hear the thundering crash of one of the golem's footsteps. Its attention isn't currently grabbed, but it was enough to distract him enough. I'm using enough a lot. But you torpedo him in the back and manage to throw him to the floor. He's currently grappled. Okay, jumping to Grundy again.
Boom.
You managed to... You managed to catch up to him a little bit closer than you were before. This time, you enter actually kind of a more... a room almost the size of a small warehouse that's subterranean, and you're running past lots of vats and other barrels where they're actually distilling the alcohol. He's kind of vaulting over these open pools of distilling liquid as he's running down this straight track. He's about 20 feet away from you. What do you want to do?
I want to throw my hammer and chain at his legs.
All right, make an attack roll. Yeah, and then that hits, and then make an athletics check. So as he's vaulting over, you throw the hammer, and for a split second you think it misses, but his leg drops down just enough while he's trying to land for it to wrap around him, like grabbing his ankle and yanking him so hard that it almost looks like it dislocates his whole entire hip joint, and he falls. Yes, he falls into a hot bath. He falls into a hot bath of distillate. Anyway, okay, so they're both recommended. So Vani, as you're tackling your rogue individual, he's gonna turn around and try to stab you.
Can I, like, try to pull a dagger on him? My poison dagger?
Yeah, but
And, like, can I activate it as I pull it out, or does it take longer than that?
it's a bonus action, but yeah. You can,
Okay, so when I pull out my poison dagger, I'm gonna activate it.
okay. So he
And
draws
so I
a short sword on you. Does a 15 hit?
No, it does not.
Okay, so he draws a short sword on you, but you manage to just stamp on his wrist.
No!
And draw your poison dagger out, shoot the poison onto it, and just drive it straight through his sternum. And he's like,
It's been a while. It's been a long time since I've done that.
In a strange sort of way.
Can I pull his mask off?
So okay, so you start pulling his mask off, and he looks kind of familiar. It's like he's a poorly made copy almost of the bald individual in the bar itself. Like, not exactly, but almost. But as you draw the mask back, his mouth is drawn into like this agonizing almost grin, and his skin just loses all pigmentation and goes gray and starts going cracked, almost like King Thoradin, before you just hear his last gasp. He's like, now you're standing over the top of a dead rogue in the middle of a busy street in Barad.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna just get the hell out of Dodge. I'm just gonna basically broom up and just fly away.
Okay. Do you want to make like an investigation check over him to see if he's...
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. I don't think, do you have, okay, who's seen, I'm assuming this has caused like quite the chaos, because two people like freaking sprinting through the streets. How much time would you say until like guards show up? Knowing my knowledge of running and hiding and running.
Maybe 2 minutes.
Okay, I got 2 minutes. All right, I'm gonna quickly like investigate his body and check his pockets.
Wait.
Okay, roll investigation.
Okay, 17.
Kind of going over his body. He actually doesn't have pockets. He has like everything on his body was chosen specifically for this purpose. There's one rope with a grappling hook on it. There's a bag of caltrops.
Okay.
There's a dagger and a short sword.
Cantrips.
Yeah. His bow arrows, and then the two necklaces, which matching each other pretty much perfectly.
Okay, I'm gonna grab the necklaces. He doesn't have any poison on him, does he?
Actually, he does. He has two vials of right down black adder poison.
Okay, right on.
Okay, so
Grundy. 2 necklaces and 2 black adder poisons.
Yeah. Okay, so Grundy, you're standing over the top of this guy who you just like tore the leg out of, basically. Not off, but
I reeled him in.
Okay.
You know, like a fish. And then I want to grab him by the throat and kneecap him.
You start pulling him up in your hands, and you just feel the heat draining from his body. And you like look at his face, and it's also
from that?
he's not dead from that, but he's dead.
He's dying or he's dead?
He's dead.
Okay, so after I strip his body, I'm gonna start going over here.
Make a medicine check.
I was gonna like
what? Put a
like jam a healing potion down his throat.
Okay. You want to
I want to
try that? Okay, so force feeding him the healing potion. He, with like whatever last moments of consciousness he has, he's like trying to spit it out. And with the medicine check, it's like a battery has died. Like his purpose was up, so his soul was torn from him almost. And it has some serious similarities to the body of Lombardi, and also the cursed body of King Thornton. Like it has the gray skin kind of cracking around, like his eyes and his mouth are just ringed in dark pigment, anyway, not very good medical stuff, but
all right. Nevertheless, then I take his corpus, find a tarp, wrap him in it, and carry him towards.
I'm gonna circle. I'm gonna make a big circle back to the. It's called
Okay.
Lucy, right?
Bastion. Yeah. So Ulrich and Eighth. Actually, Ulrich, you're kind of in this room alone.
Yeah.
Do you want to do some investigation? Or?
Yeah. So first, I want to investigate the body that's in the room. There is one, right?
Yeah. So
Grab my fire dagger from me.
Yeah.
Aw, thanks.
Yeah. So starting to investigate. He has a very similar kit as the other ones. Just stripped down to the basics of the equipment, like a rope with a grappling hook, caltrops, the weapons he needs, the armor he has. He's actually devoid of a necklace.
He gave it to the other guy.
Yeah, he gave it to the other guy. And then you notice he actually has a crumpled up piece of parchment that was just kind of like behind him, in between his. It's kind of tucked under his belt.
Okay.
Behind.
I grab it.
Yeah. Okay, so you.
Can I read it?
Yeah. So let me send you over this handout.
Is there poison on his body?
Yeah, there's one of the poisons.
Okay, Ulrich, if you want, take that one when I get there.
Wait.
If you want.
I'd
Okay.
Well, I don't want to.
Oh, I'm sorry. You keep it.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
Let's
So-
More dyslexic
It's
handwriting.
called-
Yeah.
It's called the Mysterious Note with a harp seal.
Oh.
Yeah. So this particular document, it actually has a red wax seal with a half of it is a crescent moon, and the other half appears to be an elven harp of some sort.
Okay. I can barely read it. It's like it's pretty small. Oh, I got it. I'll read it.
Click on it.
So it says, shadows loom over Newtown. Investigate the plague springing up there. Watch your back. City guard are out to hide the truth, but they are not your greatest threat. Respond with any new information through the courier at the west gate. Show him our seal, and he will know what to do. Best of luck, H.
And then, do you want to just do like another investigation check in the room?
I wonder if their jungler might.
Okay.
What's that?
Jin really wants to push, so.
It's a dagger. Yeah, so kind of like going over to the flame
Oh my
or the
gosh.
fireplace. It looks like
I thought he was gonna die.
a lot of the documentation is kind of stacked up. A lot of it's burned. The stuff that isn't burned just looks kind of monotonous, like some sort like class notes almost, like some stuff that is fitting of a teacher. But inside the fireplace, amongst pieces of burned parchment, is an ivory figurine of what appears to be a goddess. It's covered in soot currently, but it appears to not be damaged. But the fire's still licking at it.
Okay, I grab the cloth, or I kind of rip the shirt off the dead body, and then I go over to the flames and kind of bat the flames back a little bit and try to grab it from out of the flames.
All right, you take 1 point of fire damage, but you manage to grab the. Yeah, it just kind of burns like a little bit. You grab the figurine. You grab the figurine and like kind of start to rub some of the soot off. It's
shit.
very well made.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just an ivory figurine.
They both flashed.
Cool.
Yep.
Yeah, and I also, before this happened, I ripped off a sheet of the dude's shirt to make a kind of a bandage for my neck.
All right. Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Yeah.
So kind of just staunch the bleeding a little bit more. Yeah. You've had healing magic and stuff, but this helps.
Right. Yeah. Okay. I just walk to the edge of the roof and look out the window. Actually, step outside the window and sit on the edge.
Okay. So you sit there for about a minute or two, and in about that time, Aethys and climb up back to the roof towards you.
What happened? Did you get them?
I don't really know. I think Bonnie might have gotten one.
Yeah, I got him.
You got them?
Yeah, they're weird. They're not human. At least I don't think they are, because I killed him and he lost all his color and just like died really weird. And he didn't look human at all. Like, I mean, he was humanoid, and he looked like. You remember the bald guy we saw in the bar earlier?
Did I get that?
Yeah.
He looked like a kind of like a really crappy remake of him.
Just kind of
I approach and like.
Are you okay? Do you
He looked like
if-
this, and I throw the tarp down, and the body sprawls out on the floor.
I search his body for the body Grundy just threw down for poison.
All right. Yeah, you find one more vial.
Okay, and I searched the body that Ulrich searched for poison, unless he took it.
Okay, and then
Took it.
So
I'll give it to
the poison does 76 poison damage.
That's pretty decent.
Yeah, that's why Ulrich died in like one round.
Yeah.
Now I have 4 vials of this stuff.
Yeah.
Did you guys find anything or no?
I need to figure out how to make this shit. This is good shit. Ulrich, how did it feel? Like, was it like paralyzed?
Oh my
I mean,
gosh.
I mean, like, if I'm gonna use it, I want to know what it does. I mean, if you don't want to talk about it right now, here, have a potion of healing, and I hand him
Thanks.
one of the ones I have.
Look, whatever it was, it hurt. I've never really felt that kind of sharp pain, but after it hit me, I really didn't feel much of anything.
Oh. Alright.
Because he was dead.
Because
Oh.
I did die. I was
Oh.
unconscious.
Oh!
You were?
You know how it works.
Wait.
I mean, I'm sorry to hear it. That sounds... Is everything okay? Is your neck still bleeding?
I think I've kind of stopped the bleeding now, but nothing that a long rest can't heal.
Trademark.
Randy, what
Wing
happened
for the
with...
camera?
Are you okay? Is everything good?
Yeah, boss, I think.
Grundy?
Oh, sorry.
Me?
Yeah, you're Grundy. I'm asking you what happened.
Oh, they were a bit easy, but I guess it'll have to do for today.
Well, I guess everything's pretty easy for you. You're just so good at killing things. I mean, you've always been good at killing things.
That's the only thing.
I show you guys the note and the ivory figurine.
Can I identify the figurine?
Yeah, sure, here.
Chad, being
Yeah.
associated with the underbelly of the things, but I happen to know who H is. It's a shot in the dark, but you know I'm good at those.
Roll a hefty history check.
Why is it always history check? 20. Not natural. It is a 20.
You're still not entirely sure. I mean, like, there's always conspiracy theories talking about, like, secret organizations that try to defend, secret organizations that kind of try to, like, support society a little bit, but, I mean, it could be one of those.
One.
Or it could be, like, a Thieves Guild or whatever. You're not
Can I,
entirely sure.
Can I search the room?
Yeah.
Okay. Just...
Kind of searching through the room. It's a lot of the same. You just to the general feeling of the room makes you think that the assassins, like, they were here to clean up and to look for something, and they're kind of trying to, like, clean the slate of whoever stayed here, like, so they just don't exist.
I look like so. Ulrich, did you search this place? You?
Yeah.
Other than the lovely little
I
stuff.
mostly switched the body and the parchments over there. There's still some other pieces of paper you could look at, but most of them are burnt to a crisp.
Do you know? See anything that was on any of the parchment?
Yeah, I think I read it too.
Okay, so Aethys, you identify the figurine.
Yeah. And if someone gives me a necklace, I'll do that too.
Oh, I'll hand you a necklace.
Gives me that too.
Yeah, I hand Aethys one of the necklaces I have. So I'll mark it up. I have one now. Here you go.
Okay, Sean, could you roll a wisdom check?
Yes.
Yep. There. Nope.
Yikes.
There's a definite... There's an air of enchantment around the figurine, but it's not... You get the feeling it's not an enchanted item per se, it's almost the result of a spell.
We'll have Copper take a look at it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, so, I'm assuming that these notes are of a... You mentioned that these notes were of a professor, correct?
Yeah. You start...
Yeah, can I, like, look through?
Well... I mean, everything that's still unburned is kind of like classroom assignments.
Does it,
just
like...
writing papers. None of them have the name of the professor on them.
That is not MLA format.
You get the feeling that stuff that probably had the professor's name on it is probably the first thing that the assassins tried to burn. Trying to blacklist it.
What's the dagger do? Is it just a regular dagger?
Yeah, it's just a regular
I'm
dagger.
gonna take it.
Okay,
Fine,
so Sean, you casted Identify on the necklace.
Yeah.
The necklaces actually aren't enchanted. Roll a religion check though.
Poke.
Oh,
Natural
nice.
20.
So the necklace itself is a grotesque figure with its mouth open extremely wide, and kind of the back of it is a crazy headdress type pattern of like these spikes that reach out both to the left and to the right. You recognize this immediately as religious artifacts relating to the church, or the cult of Cain.
How do you spell that?
Khaine.
Wait, but they're going mid.
Cain. Okay.
Cain,
I'll go
the
mid.
cult of Cain is like the nemesis of the Church of the Light.
Oh, so I love these people.
The Church of Cain, it's like, it's so against your religion that it's pretty much been purged. Like there have literally been pogroms in the past where the elves have tried to eliminate all worshippers of this religion, and they've erased all records of it possible, and anyone who wears this is an extreme heretic.
And I have one of them, so I give him the other one.
Um.
You go,
Anyway, jump cut to Copper after 2 hours or something.
I'm gonna name this episode Copper's Story.
Copper's story.
Yeah, I'm kind of needing to go to bed here.
That's fine. We can pick up with you. I'm so sorry. I feel like you always
It's okay.
miss.
It's just my luck. I always do this combat.
Copper's
Yeah. But anyway,
Copper's out having his own swashbuckling adventure somewhere. You just will never hear about it.
Yes, yes.
I have a fire
Dueling.
potion and 4 new poisons, so I'm chalking that one up for a win.
You're just dueling Willie Benet out in the streets with a saber.
Chad,
Yes.
hang out with Carissa. She misses you. And you apparently don't respond to her stuff.
Good.
What do you mean I don't respond? I've invited her to hang out.
Come on.
Alright, thanks for watching.